All right, it's that time. Time to open some Pokemon cards. It's Saturday night, and this is the late night stream. Yay, we're live. I made it. Hey, what's up, Rigo Rockstar? Hello, Anthony Zanardi. Hello, Aovic. We started a little bit late. All right. Let's hit refresh on this. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I get distracted. Here we are. All right, so we're jumping in here. Let's see. Well, tonight we have a free booster box for the viewers. Here we are. I'm jumping over here. Free booster box. We've got Hot Victini Break, new Hololive, and Final Fantasy Restock. All right. Live card shop. Happy Saturday, everybody. How's it going, everybody? Am I free? You're free, Alex. Mister, how are you? What's poppin'? Yo, oh, we still didn't watch Squid Game. I gotta tell Karis about that. Right. We just kind of hung out and played games today. All right. It's getting crazy out here in Lake of the Ozarks. It's 4th of July time. This is the most popular time of the year out here. It's really nice. Here we are. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Alex already pinged. So let's jump over here. There he is. How did that feel, Alex? It's like being a cop and having someone spray the pepper spray in your eyes to test you out. Let's see. Ooh, the pepper spray. That's pretty powerful. A 24-hour freeze. Ooh. Let's see. Here's John. We're going to delete all those. Okay, good. And here's an invoice. How much do I get charged? Okay. Wow. A lot of money. Man. I'm looking at the bill. I paid $700 for accounting. Man, that's a lot of money. Right, so when I make a profit, I still got to pay for that too, you know? God, dude. All right. Okay. We're going to jump over here. Steven Gonzalez, let's start with him. He mentioned that he's not sure where his first shipment is, so we're going to go in and figure that out. Chat bar wasn't working. I thought I was banned. LMAO. I just needed to update YouTube. YouTube update, huh? That's cool. Yes, log me in. 2 a.m. Now he shows up. Well, we're usually live at 2 a.m., even if we start appropriately at the 1:30 mark. Yeah, this is only 30 minutes in, so yeah, I started late. But it's the weekend. You can't blame me. Weekend, you know, we usually have a weekend stream, but they're very inconsistent. They're, you know, it's whenever Karis falls asleep, and she doesn't have work in the morning, so sometimes she doesn't fall asleep too easily. Is it Steven we're looking for? Steven Gonzalez? All right, so let's see. In transit, Steven Gonzalez. So I see this one. That's the one we just printed, isn't it? Yep, June 28. Let's try Janice. Nope. All right, so I don't see a tracking number at all for you, as if we never actually put together a label. Let's go ahead and get in contact with him real quick. Okay, it's Boo Boobs. All right. Let's see. So we didn't find anything under Steven. Steven Gonzalez says he had an earlier shipment and he's wondering where it is. I only see one shipment for Steven Gonzalez. Steven Gonzalez. So if he shipped twice, I got to know what name he shipped under. So we're going to start there, okay? That's where we need to start. Now, why don't we get started on this? What's this? I got a bunch of emails. I got a bunch of messages. That's a lot of messages. Okay. I want to mark this unread. There we go. Okay. Closing some of these things out. Good. All right, guys, I think we're ready. You guys ready? Hey, you know what was nice for us today? We got to eat Chinese buffet for the first time in like a month, dude. There's a family of 3 that runs the Chinese buffet out here. It's such a small buffet. And it's super popular. It's 100% packed. And I guess they went on a vacation or something, or they went and visited family because they disappeared for like a month. And it was so sad out here in the meantime. Oh, 6 is jumping in the next round of the Victini. Good luck in there, 6. All right, so 6 is in. She could actually pull it. She has the same odds as everyone else. Here you go, 6. If you do pull it, it's going to be a little scary. Sure. I wouldn't even know how to, I wouldn't know how to explain it. Katrina Pointer. What's up, Katrina? How's it going? Katrina? Let's see. Backing out of there. Slip quip a Mickey early and start streaming around 10 p.m. I don't know what a Mickey is. Have a drink of this. Just get pet rats. You'll have all the luck. Well, there goes my drink. Whoop. All right. Did I update this? Let's count these. They ran out of cats. Sweet, sweet cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is that right? 16? All right. So 16. Yu-Gi-Oh's running a second. Not Yu-Gi-Oh. Victini's running a second time. If you lost $40 the first time because you bought one spot, you'll lose another $40 and you'll be out $80 if you miss twice, okay? So please be aware of the heavy cost on your wallet. Please be aware of that. Please understand there is such a thing as buyer's regret, okay? So be aware of all those things. I don't want you to get buyer's regret if you jump in here, okay? I don't want to hear it if you're like, oh man, why'd I do that? Everyone who jumps in here needs to be aware of that. Buyer's regret is a real thing. Okay, Mr. Yugi, here you go. You're in as well. First 2 orders of the night, and they're both for Victini. That's the blue marker. All right. Victini, 17 out of 33. So he's halfway done. Now, I just saw an email come in from Mr. Steven. Is that right? New. I thought I saw an email come in. Hold on. Ah, here it is. Okay, so first package tracking request. That's not what we need. What I need is the first email you sent me for the shipping. Right. Oh, hold on. All right, there we go. I said, what I need is the first email you sent me for shipping. For example, if you weren't using PayPal to buy cards, then you must have been forced to share a shipping address with me. So locate that email where you give me the address and update that email with the response, then we can both see it. Does that make sense? I think you're in the stream, Mr. Steven. So basically, if you're not using PayPal, then you must have sent me an email with your address in it, right? So you're saying you already shipped one time, and we're trying to find out under what name. I just need to identify that email. It gives us a lot of information. For example, we know what day it was and under what name it was. Let's just check and make sure you don't actually use PayPal. Yeah, I've no purchases from you in PayPal, unless it's under a different name, that is. So we're good on PayPal. So you must have shared an original shipping address with me. That's the only way we could have shipped you. Hey, mister, who grades the oversized Charizards? PSA, I don't know. Do you know when we're going to get more OP PRB1 in? Yeah, so we ordered more of those, and it was shipped out about 3 or 4 days ago. You know, it's coming all the way over from Japan. It takes a little while. So I would say maybe about a week from now. Okay. There is a magic Final Fantasy break for 2 packs. That's right. Hey, what's up, Coinzilla? It's going good, and yourself. Hopefully everything going good for you in the live streams. Yes. Awesome. Thanks, mister. Yes, we've got more Japanese OP1, PRB1 coming on the way, because that was popular. Closing this. Here's BGS. Here's the specialty Japanese website. Oh, right. We're having troubles with the big Final Fantasy submission that stuck, and I have that eBay item that needs to be returned. So here we go. Let's see what this guy says. He says, we'll reach out to you when we hear back from UPS. Please let us know if there are any updates on your package. Okay, that's what it's all about, huh? Okay, so let's see. We've begun an investigation to locate your package. Wow, super valuable package, and it's gone missing. How did he ship it? Did he ship it with, like, the outside of the box showing? You know, because that's just stupid. If he shipped it, and it's like this box that contains $1,000 booster boxes, it's possible it was stolen. Unbelievable, because I don't think he's going to offer to replace them. He's not going to replace them at $700 a piece. He's going to be pissed off if he has to replace them. All right, so Gabriel Enriquez for Opus 1, Halo Upper Soldiers Return. Whoa, okay, you got some good stuff in here. So Opus 1, that is the first set from Square Enix that they ever launched. And I have a limited amount of it for sale. But here's 1, Halo Upper Deck. Here's 2, and Soldiers Return. So guys, this is the stream where I help you out with your collection. We're trying to collect some cool freaking cards, bro. Like this guy. He's cool, isn't he? Look at that. That's a Shanks Altart PSA 10 from 2024 OP9. One Piece 9. Look at that. The leader card. That's in English, by the way. Also, that's the new Heavy Slab by PSA. Look at that. Look how it shimmers in the light. Beautiful. It's a nice quality card. Already graded 10. What a nice thing. $85 on that. Remember, that's English, not Japanese. All right, so, Mr. Gabriel. Mr. Are the 9 Tails, 8 of Diamonds, and Umbreon, 7 of Hearts still available? Maybe. Okay, hold on. I got another message from Mr. Steven. We're still trying to help Steven. We want to help Steven. Well, here, Steven, let me finish this order, and then I'm going to read what you wrote to me. That's what the insurance is for. I'm sure he did not do insurance. I doubt he did insurance. Thoughts on the big, beautiful bill? I haven't read it. The spending bill, right? It's probably full of special handouts to Group A, and then Group B is pissed off. Like, I'm pretty sure Elon Musk is going to complain that he's not getting free stuff and that other guys are getting free stuff. So the government creates incentive structures for giant producers to produce one thing over another thing. For example, you know, like Obama was helping green energy companies, right? So they create incentives for business to do things that the government wants you to do for our country. And smart guys go and then they go do that. They go into that field. They go, okay, this is what the government's paying for, so this is what I'm going to work on. I'm going to become a specialist in this. And so that's it's a smart way to make money. Is to understand what the government, what is it that they want. And so, for example, if you're trying to get a great job, maybe you start working on drone technology, because drones are a big deal right now, right? Drone warfare, really big deal actually. So you could go do that instead of thinking about what job is most cool or most fun. Think about which job the government's paying for. Now, the big spending bill's probably got all kinds of stuff like that inside of it. It probably does not balance the budget, sadly. And then it probably includes all kinds of bonuses if you do the things that the government wants you to do. But there's going to be a lot of infighting over, hey, what should we actually be doing? What should we actually be putting money toward? What's important to us? What's valuable to the country? And that's what politics is all about. Politics is a discussion about what you should be doing with that money. Here's Monk and Square. Oh, yeah, Bahamut. You got Bahamut. I don't know what that is. Bahamut. It's like a motorcycle frog salamander. Would you ever take a slab away request? I'm in the market for a card. Would you prefer to buy it off you, even if it's a bit more expensive? Yeah, so we call that red label cards. I know exactly what you're talking about. I do Cecil. I do a bit of a markup on a card that you want, and then I restock it. I did that for a guy recently. I did that for, who did I do that for? I did that for Zen Collectibles. And what we did was I gave him a red label Gengar Mimikyu Alt, and so his price was above the market price. And then I just went and bought another one, and he's got a while to pay that down. In fact, you've got 6 months or a year. You can extend it to a year for pretty cheap, you know, compared to like interest rates is pretty cheap. But it's a gamble is what it is. It's a gamble that the card actually goes up to that price. Because if the card does the other thing, if it goes down, then, you know, you're not going to want it anymore. So it's a little bit of a gamble, and sometimes I'll play into that gamble, but I don't like to do it too much. Don't like to do it too much. It's too much is a little bit scary. We are. All right. If I know Trump, wink, wink, he said 900 pages. Give it to me in 25 pages. What are you saying? Trump! All right. It's a summon for cards you don't have in the inventory. I don't think they should be allowed to sell our forest millions of acres. Oh, I heard about that. The government owns a whole bunch of land. Like the federal government is the owner of a ton of land in the United States. And they are probably recommending that the U.S. government sells some of that land so that it can pay for stuff. That's just what happens when you're broke. So, you know, if you're more of an environmentalist type and you don't like that the government should be selling some of its federal land, well, then you must be in favor of a fiscally conservative government that never needs to sell its land because it doesn't overspend. Yes, you must want a government that doesn't overspend. We are. Because if you want both a government that overspends and a government that doesn't sell its stuff off, it doesn't really make sense then, does it? It just kind of goes into infinite debt. There's no such thing. Eventually, no one will have any purchasing power because the government will be forced to print debt. They'll print debt and sell it to the Federal Reserve, who will then print dollars to buy the debt. So it's printing money. Yeah, let's see. Let us see. I think that people generally are afraid of the rich getting a hold of that land and making it all theirs, you know, to build a new Walmart on, if you're a producer type, or maybe if you're a billionaire type. You know, you buy up all the good acreage, and then you put your big McMansion on it, and only you can play on this McMansion now. Say, hey, that should be for everyone. Well, I mean, I agree, but also the government's not allowed to go broke. It's not allowed to go broke. So it's fun. Again, that's the basis of politics. It's a fun conversation to have. All right, so Steven Gonzalez, he says, okay. So she paid with PayPal for the shipping. Ah, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's take a look into that, Mr. Steven. Ah, here we are. All right. The question is, when did she... Oh, here it is. Please ship... Oh, ship with Steven's stuff. Okay, I got it. Shipping cost... That was on 6/21, is that right? It's under Janice. Okay, I'm going to click on Janice. And what we have is a address, okay. Well, I certainly didn't put it under her name. Yeah, so the address I have is the actual address in her PayPal. So my only thoughts are that maybe we just never shipped it. So you're waiting for a first shipment to arrive, and maybe it never actually went out at all. Hold on. Taking care of my friend's kid exhausted me. No! Restart government. Jeez. I was at work at 5 a.m. this morning. The day dragged by so bad. So I'm going to look for Janice. No Janice labels. Now I'm going to search for Steven. Now it says here, we've got one Steven label. And that's it. We got one Steven label, the one that we made yesterday night. So, Steven, here are my thoughts. My thoughts are we probably never shipped you out at all. That's my thoughts. You guys might have thought that you had paid for shipping, And on my side, maybe I thought you had not shipped out for or paid for shipping. So, or maybe there was a confusion about what it was she was purchasing. Because this says shipping cost for Steve Gonzalez. I wonder if I was looking at that and just thinking to myself, okay, the shipping's paid for, but she's not requesting that it actually go out. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just the, I'm just looking at the language of it, shipping cost for Steven. And so that makes me feel like maybe it just never went. How does that sound? Does that sound possible? Let's see. Oh, no, wait, here's a different one. Here's a Steve. Here's a Steve Gonzalez on 6/21. That says delivered, though. Delivered on June 27th, printed on the 21st. Let's see. I wonder if it's possible it went to this person then. Hold on. He says, maybe. Tell me something that should have been in the first shipment. Let's see. By the way, what was in the first package? It wasn't very expensive, was it? Let's see. I wonder if it's possible it's been misshipped, actually. Let me see for a second. Do you remember something that would have been inside of the shipment? Hold on, guys. Oh, this is so annoying that it doesn't let me select it. Why is this software so bad, dude? Oh my god, this software is insanely bad. I know I'm being quiet for a second. I gotta memorize these numbers because there's no copy and paste in this stupid software. Let's see. It was a bunch of black and white. Final Fantasy bulk. Janice was crazy. Okay, so it was Final Fantasy. Was anything really hot in that round? Do you remember if anything really expensive was in that round, Mr. Goo-Woops? All right, so I have a theory. There is a label that was printed on the 21st for a Steve Gonzalez. I'm wondering if that is your package, and it might have gone to a guy named Steve Gonzalez. Your name is Steven, his name is Steve. So here's what might have happened. When I type in a name, it gives me a drop-down list of names. It's quite possible I didn't know that you guys had never shipped before, and I simply typed in Steve Gonzalez, or I started typing in Steven Gonzalez, and it gave me that one, and I actually clicked on it. I just know it was a big box because she requested the bulk, and you did it kindly. Okay, so I've just reached out to Steve Gonzalez with an email. We'll see if he gets a response real fast. But I'm betting this is not you. So the next thing I better do is check and find out when was the last time we received an order from someone named Steve Gonzalez. Sorry, guys. A little delay here. Whole bunch of Steven. And here we are. What's this? Oh, she says shipped to... You know, Janice actually says in her message, shipping cost for Steve Gonzalez. I typed in that name. She typed in Steve. She didn't say Steven. She made the same mistake. Oh, man. So when she actually paid for that shipping, her message isn't Steven, it's Steve. And that's really dangerous because when you type that name into the address book, it actually pulls up as Steve Gonzalez. So we're going to try and get in contact. I have a suspicion it's been sent to the wrong Steve. That's my feeling right now. That sucks. Hold on. I'm trying to find out who this other guy is. it looks like I can't find anything about him. He's not in my email book, so he might have ordered with me years ago. Oh man. I mean, he should recognize it. It says he arrived, he would have received it on the 27th, okay? But then again, we don't even know if he still lives there. Let's hope he's nice. Does Steve have a bag? Let me check. I don't think he does, though. When I do research, only Steven is showing up. No Steve is showing up. All right, so I'm going to check this box. Stanley, Solomon, Steven, Spaghetti, SSP, Stephen Young. So that is my theory. When Janice typed in who to ship to, she said Steve Gonzalez in that message. And I would not have double-checked names. So what I would have done is I would have gone over to my shipping box, typed in Steve Gonzalez. It'd say, oh yeah, there's a Steve Gonzalez. And then I hit ship. So we have a issue going on with yours possibly where it has been shipped to a Steve Gonzalez. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna screenshot this so you can see what I'm talking about real fast. So her message is at the bottom. Maybe go back to confirming addresses and PayPal messages. This is a very, very rare scenario, but it is possible for this to happen, but it's very rare given the nature of how we do things. All right, so I'm going to show you. If you check the bottom message from Janice, oops, she put a Steve Gonzalez as the shipping name. I may have sent your stuff, guy named Steve. So that is our theory at the moment. If it's shipped last week, it's not even there yet. The post office is nuts. No, it says it was delivered on the 27th, so it has been delivered. So I just sent an email out to the guy, and we'll see what happens, okay? So I suspect it's not you. And let me look up his address, too, okay? I'm going to send you his address, at least part of it, so that you can confirm that it's not you, okay? So I'm going to send you part of the address, and you can confirm that it's not the correct address. All right, so I sent that to you in a private email. The only problem is I don't know if he still lives there or how long ago he was a customer or any of that stuff. Tyler Franson, Final Fantasy Break. Sorry about that, guys. I do like to work on shipping live a little bit. What an unusual scenario. She named him as Steve Gonzalez, and so I actually looked up a Steve Gonzalez, and it actually existed in the address book, and I thought that was probably it. I said, oh, she's asking for Steve, and here it is. We are Victini. No. Final Fantasy. I'm just thinking it all over in my head right now. How could we have avoided that, you think, guys? Man, I don't know how you could have avoided that. Well, at least Mr. isn't at fault, but yeah, out of 3 years, this has never happened. It's a pretty rare thing. He might just contact us. Maybe he received it and he's like, this ain't mine. Or maybe he didn't even open it and just returned it. So all that's kind of possible. But I just sent him an email. Let me see if he's got a PayPal with me. Hold on. Let me see if he's got a PayPal history with me. I'll send him a penny message as well, because sometimes people notice their PayPal and not their email. So let's see. Steve Gonzalez. He must have been from a real long time ago. Because it's not showing up at all. It's not showing up. That's usually a sign it's over a year old. Sorry, guys, a real delay right here. But let me just take this last step because I feel like this is important. So I'm going to grab this guy's email. It's very likely this email is saved somewhere in PayPal. All right, let's see. Let's change this filter. We're going to say date, 2024. Here we are. So he was here in 2024. Steve Gonzalez was. And now we have a Steven Gonzalez. There he is. So let me try sending a penny message to him. I'm going to send him $1. Okay. How random. He's going to be like, who the hell is this? So I'm going to send him $1, and we'll see if we can get his attention. Why is it... oh, there it goes. All right, let me send that guy $1. If he's not shopping with us anymore, he might be not a fan anymore. You never know. Or maybe he's like, ooh, why did I spend all that money? You never know. Could be anything. Okay. Okay, I told him it needs to be returned and that I'll give him a financial reward to get it returned. All right. That is unfortunate, you know, because Janice probably does call Steve Gonzalez. That's something I would do. I would go with the shorthand name. All right. Dear Lordies. All right, there goes, guys. So, we'll get it worked on. That's what we're at. We're at step number 1. We're getting it worked on. Step number 1. Tyler Franson is done. Tammy Lowe's next. 2 Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy booster packs. Tammy has plenty of store credit for this. So here you go, Tammy. I mean, if not, it sucks, but it is what it is. No, we'll work it out. We'll find out how to fix it in the best way. A lot of people are very... you'd be surprised how honest people are sometimes. And so he may reach out and just get it fixed. But yes, I sent you the address, a bit of the address, so that you can confirm it's not the right address. Well, that shipped out on the 21st. That was when Janice asked for shipping. And Steve Gonzalez hasn't made an order since last year. So there's no reason he would have received shipping today about a week ago. So that's it. I believe that's the mystery solved. I believe your cards are with him right now. Steven's cards are with Steve. There we go. It's an odd one, so we'll get it figured out. Tripping over my words there. Are we really sold out of these? We got 1 pack of this left. 1 pack of Final Fantasy left, and then we're back to sold out. Oh, I'm devastated about these Final Fantasies too. The fact that we're having problems with my shipment coming in from another card shop where they are lost. That was my big shipment of Final Fantasy. All the other shipments were just small restocks. I'm supposed to be receiving a gigantic order of Final Fantasies, and I'm not going to get it, and I'm going to lose out on all the appreciation in it, so it's really sad. Okay, you ready, Tammy? Time for Gold Kokobo. Miss Tammy, these are pricey, guys. Let's see what she pulls. Ishgard, the Holy See. All right, you got a place. How about, Emmett Selsh. Askian. All right, Emmett. Lightning, a security sergeant. Ooh. Mughals Valor. Aerith, Last Ancient. Midgar, City of Mako. Swamp. Here's Fang, Fearless Lasai. Torgal, Cactuar. I actually think Cactuar is a good one. Here's Battle Menu. Gaius, Magic Damper. Quitrub, Ice Magic. All right, so you've got this lovely Fang. I made a 72% on my history test today. Ooh, that's not very good. 70, quite poor. Here's Cactuar. What would you say what would you say went wrong? Was it a really tough test? Sometimes those history teachers are out to prove that history is not an easy subject. Those darn history teachers. History is just supposed to be an easy A subject. It helps pad the much more difficult classes like the math classes. Here's Emmett Selsh, Askian. Ooh. Free cards for him. Just lucky enough, we shipped out the Reshiram to BGS. Oh, thank God. You're saying that the very best card actually was not in the shipment. Oh, yes. That is good news indeed. That is good news. So that means if we need to replace it, it's going to be easier to replace. And this other guy is going to be less tempted to keep your card. He's going to be more interested in the reward. All right. pack number 2. So look at that Cactuar, man. I feel like you could probably grade even just this one card. Hero. Ooh. Kefka, Court Mage Mythic Rare. Hey, it's two-sided. Look at that. That's a cool one. Wow, these are so pretty. Okay. And Vanadil Adventures. Checked. Reluctant Chad. Here's Coin of Pokemon. Here's Van Street Thief. Pokemon Scalper. Bart's and Boko. Bart's and Bobo. Mountain. The Mountain. Here's Vanille. Hot Belly Button Girl. Shantoro. Ultimisha. Yes Mommy. Gladiolus. Random Encounter. Instant Ramen. It's not very healthy for you. Precious Wanderings. Aerith Rescue Miss. This is kind of cool. It's got Cloud and Tifa on it. I like that one. Okay, so a little bit here, a little bit there. The Kefka looks pretty good, though. Give me that last pack if no one ordered. If no one ordered, the last pack is now Tammy's, okay? You can't order it at this point. She is claiming dibs on it, and she has the money for it. All right. It's like she put in an order, but with store credit. Vanadil. That guy must be like, woo, free cards. I already read that. Okay. So here's that Kefka. Let's flip it around. Wow. Kefka, Ruler of Ruin. Cool, man. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay. And Hero. You really call my boy Van a Pokemon Scalper? It said Street Thief, so I said Pokemon Scalper. All right. Cool, man. Cool, man. That's pretty cool, man. Toss this away. A little cough here. So, Anthony Zanardi, he's buying some slabs. Who else? Okay, it might be yours, in fact. Let's go ahead and do it. Miss Tammy Lammy. So, 336 minus 132. 204. 204 remains. Wow, you had a lot of store credit, man. Okay, cross your fingers. We are sold out of Final Fantasy. We have this break going on with Tyler Franson in the break. Franson, France off. So that's still available. But this last pack is sold now. And this is one of the fastest selling packs on my menu. And I cannot freaking keep it in stock because I'm missing the effing... God, I'm so mad about it. Yeah, all that's supposed to be happening is I'm supposed to be enjoying the fact that my $700 booster boxes are like $1,200 now, nearly doubling, and I'm just supposed to be selling lots of these packs right now. God, dude, it's so suboptimal. It's so bad. Oh, well, it's fate. You can't get too angry about things, guys. Don't be like me. Yeah, be a cool kid. All right, Tammy. I sent you a DM on Discord. Did you? Hold on. Let's go ahead and open this up. I got the Japanese version of Sephiroth today. Oh, nice. Okay, there we go. Whoa, Tammy, whoa, Tammy. So, Sephiroth, one-winged angel. Okay. Jill, Shiva's dominant. Okay, there we go. Can't be using words like dominant. Arden Lasagna? Yuna, Grand Summoner. Summon Yojimbo. Avalanche of Sector 7. It's a Sector 7. Excalibur. That's pretty cool. Wastes. Ugh. Secret Rendezvous. That's cute. Adalbert Steiner. Side quest Lionheart. Zach Flair. Ariman. Chocobo Kick. Namanzu Trader. All right, there you have it. I got the Japanese version. Great card for a villain. Okay, here we are. So we got our lovely Zach Fair. You are looking at some extremely booster pack cards. Extremely expensive booster pack cards. $132 per pack. Tammy Lammy just did a big shotgun of booster pack opening. I mean, this is... that's a lot for one stream. You are? Wow. Beautiful full art here. I don't know much about Arden, though. It's cool, though. And Jill looks nice. It's a two-sided card. Let's take a look at the back. Whoa! Holy mommy! Okay. Shiver me timbers. There we go. Ta-da! No golden Kokobo worth 60K, though. I was really hoping. So tonight, we have a booster box giveaway. You guys might have noticed that in the title. If you didn't notice that, take another look. Do me a favor, smash the like button if you've just gotten here. We got to get those likes up to about 42 likes. If you guys don't mind helping out with that, I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get those likes up. I think it does help the stream. I noticed the stream tends to improve after the likes. We tend to get more viewers. Maybe that's just superstition. I don't know. I just ate 3 baby chickens. They're so good. Ugh. There we go. Balut? What are you talking about? 3 baby chickens? Chicken nuggets? Baby chicken. Okay. Boy, Karis and I were looking at each other like, we should just stay here in Lake of the Ozarks today. Yeah, we're doing all this work to get moved, and it's a lot of work. But we were looking at each other going, what if we just stayed? Because we were watching people out there playing on their Sea-Doos, man, and they make it look so freaking fun, man. We got to play with our Sea-Doo at the other house. We don't have Sea-Doos at this house, and they are legitimately extremely fun, Sea-Doos. We got this whole area just kind of to ourselves. We could easily be out there Sea-Dooing all day long, especially right now. Today was perfect weather for that, perfect. And so we were watching other people have fun, and we weren't having fun. I was like, let's just stay. Let's just get some Sea-Doos. All right, so we want Mr. Anthony wants the Nine Tails Diamond Slab and Umbreon 7 of Hearts. Does that happen to be in our channel in the Discord? Here it is. Carddass shop. Let's see if it is. Scrolling down, millions of pictures. All right. Let me look over here. Tell me if you found that in the shop, because if it is, it means I got to get them out of the overflow box over here. Yes, here's the 7 of Hearts. Umbreon, he's from the box for sure. How about the Nine Tails? Nine Tails also in there? Looking to see if Nine Tails is in there. I'm not seeing Nine Tails. Nice Final Fantasy pulls. Eat a boarded chickens. Think about it. Wait, never mind. We are good. What's good? Oops. Let me close this. So unfortunate about that shipping, huh? That was a really unfortunate mistake. Your name matched a name in the address book that I searched for because I just read that message. That is really crappy, man. We're going to try and fix that. That's on my mind now. Yeah, I really have to have a list running real fast to help me keep track of some of this stuff, too. My other list, finally, the glue fell off of the sticker, so it's not working anymore. Let me do this. So this is going to say, fix Stevens shipping. And the other one is going to say NHCC encapsulate. And we are also going to say Jonathan Morris pictures, because I need to do all those things, okay? All right, good. So let me hang this up. What is this music, man? Okay, and we are working on an order right now from Anthony Zanardi. He does want the Umbreon 7 of Hearts, 5 packs of History of Z. Oh, by the way, I believe I placed an order now for one case of the new Dragon Ball. I believe I did that, didn't I? I think I did. We'll find out. But the Ninetales, he must have found the Ninetales in our Discord server, because that's where the Umbreon is. Yeah, let's go hunting for that Umbreon and see if we run into the Ninetales. No, let's confirm that the Ninetales is actually there, because he's not here. He's not here confirming that it's in the channel. So sorry, guys. If you want to help, you can scroll through the channel too and help me locate that Ninetales. Ninetales. Is Ninetales even... I mean, here's a Ninetales 8 of Diamonds. Is that what he was referring to? Did he say 8 of Diamonds? Yes, he did say that. So that is on 6/8 at the very beginning of the... Okay, we're going to say Ninetales sold. The very beginning of the month. Ninetales sold, and then we need to say Umbreon sold. Now, let me see if I can locate that Umbreon again. Umbreon should be a little bit easier to find because he's right a couple days ago. Umbreon sold. Okay, good. So we're going to go hunting for these slabs, guys. Ow. We have a lot of slabs. The first step, I always take a whole bunch of slabs out of the box while we hunt for them. So let me zoom out for a moment. Place those orders, guys. It's a happy Saturday night. We want to see some fireworks, some pokey fireworks. Show us some love. Show the audience some love. We all like to see crazy things get opened. What do you think would be the top pull tonight? If anything, sometimes people just jump into breaks and the breaks go off. I like the breaks. I was thinking about that today. I'm very proud of the breaks. You know, we helped somebody acquire that Gold Star Greninja. Remember that? Gold Star Greninja? Nobody even wanted it. It was moving so slow. And now he's a $1,000 card. That was very, very recently. And I had chosen that one because I felt it was undervalued. That was the exact reason I chose it. Here we are. Do you have Gold Reshiram Zekrom from Legendary Treasures? No, I don't have that. We are looking for... we found the Ninetales. Now we need the Umbreon. Okay. So maybe Umbreon's back here somewhere. Slide it down. Umbreon would have gone in here quite recently. In fact, he should just be right here on the top. But I'm not seeing him. All right, we're still looking. These are all for sale, by the way. Somebody has picked that Umbreon out. That was not a bad choice. Hope it's not in the featured channel. Wait, let me make sure he's not in the featured channel real fast. I don't think he would be. No, he's not. Okay, and I'm pretty confident no one bought him yet. Aha! There he is. Got him. Okay, those are both sold now. What do you guys think of that? Love those poker cards, by the way. Huge poker card fan. More than you know. I have a lot of those poker cards because they're my favorite thing to bet on. I think poker cards are very sexy. Poker's still a very played card game. You got Casino Royale, James Bond. We got that nice Charizard poker card. I mean, how sexy is that? Yeah, I got the Charizard poker card. Very sexy. Ooh, that's nice too. I'm not giving this up because, you know, the temptation is to lower the price on that one, but I think that one's a really nice card. All right. That takes a little while to do sometimes, but hey, a sale's a sale. Look at this. So these are sold now. All thanks to that shopping channel. All those pictures. Anthony Zanardi. He wants the Ninetales. Mr. Tossing slabs everywhere. Okay. A little bit. And now this bad boy. You said slab away the Umbreon. $60 towards slab away. Is that right? So then we're going to write your name on the back. Now, see, I think all this stuff involving slabs is just not as entertaining as if we were opening up box after box after box of Pokemon. I think that's slightly more entertaining. But I think customers really like this kind of store. I think we get a high concentration of good customers in here. We're very lucky for that. Anthony Zanardi. Let's see. We're going to say July 25, Anthony Zanardi. PSA 9 Umbreon Poker. And we're going with the price of $230. And then $40 off of that's $190, right? Because $20 is toward the slab away. All right, you got it, Anthony. Thank you very much. $190 remaining. Is there still a place to sell slabs in your Discord? No, that was an old thing we used to do. It was called Pokestan. We don't do that anymore. Although you might be interested to note that I do sell slabs on commission straight from the table like this. I'm selling this for Stekskowski. And, you know, the Discord was never a very good way to sell the cards because it was a separated Discord. A lot of people weren't in there. It was just really low activity. As opposed to this table, which is extremely high activity. Extremely high. All right. So, thank you, Anthony. He wants 5 packs of the, what is it? History of Z. I'm trying to remember where I put it. I think I put it over here somewhere. Ah, there it is. It's crazy that my brain remembered that. Okay, all the way off to the left. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Ta-da! All right, yay, Alex has returned. Ta-da! So before we move into this round, why don't we go ahead and get some new slabs up on the table, okay? New slabs, new round. Oh, wait, these are mine. Okay, put that back, actually. Here we are. Still got some of these commission slabs to sell through. So we have, what do we have? Slackoff. This is Yolan. He's got this Uno Evolutions. I don't know if that'll sell for 20. Here's Dark Pupitar 9 Reverse Hollow. We might need to retest that one. Well, no, it's a Pupitar. That's probably about right. Here is a Glaceon Pristine 10 and a Paldean Whooper 8. So, interesting cards. Real interesting. Okay. Did you get my inbox off the painted cards? Oh, you're saying that you sent me a private message and it shows hand-drawn cards. They were painted. Is that in my Discord server? Here we are. Very nice. Let's see. Mr. Patrick. If I did, I don't know your name, so I don't know how to look it up. Why do I have so many messages, dude? You may need to pop the message to the top of my list. Here it is. Yes, sir, it's still 2050. All right, hold on, guys. Let me just see this real fast. Here it is. Okay, whole bunch of messages. So you've got some painted cards, and I've got to click this thing to see it. All right, let's see. Okay, I've seen this before where the person removes the paint from a nice card and then they paint like a background to it. You're trying to put me in touch with her. Is that what you're trying to do? That's okay. Let me try this one. Kind of the same deal here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close that now. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if I consider it like a painting, you know what I mean? All right, ready? More like a modified card. That's what I would call it. I'd call it a modified card. And they are cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should encapsulate those. Here's Burley. Hey, am I late for the free booster box? I am so sorry, Jay. We just gave it out. We gave it out. It went to a gentleman in India. He got the whole box to himself. And we just handed it out. You just missed it. It is? All right, that's Anthony. Mister, I sent you a DM on Discord as well. Okay, give me a minute. Let me go ahead and sleeve this. Anthony is a nardy. Yeah, there's a whole there's a whole line of messages on Discord. Yes. And here's the Andy box. Set that there. Let's go find Anthony is a nardy. Thank you so much, Anthony, for your order tonight. Really appreciate that. He bought some slabs. He bought some Dragon Balls. He didn't send you back, did he? No, he didn't. Might be a new bag, though. New bag time. I do have a box. Oh, you've got a box. Okay, cool. Anthony is Nardi, the box man. Oh, it's really far away, too. It's way over here. Whoa. There we go. Got it. Nice. Very good. Have you ever had a Shiny Treasures SAR Charizard cross the table? The one where he's like a Shiny Charizard, right? Yeah, we've had that before. I think we sold it too. Because somebody graded one and it graded like 9 and I helped get rid of it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, who's getting in on this? We got James Beam. All right, James Beam. Here you go, James. There it is. Okay, we got Mr. James in there. All right. Pretty good. Whew. Now we have an order from our good friend Philip Webb for Pokey Shuffles. The Pokey Shuffles were so crazy last night. They were really crazy. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What do we have here? Ta-da! 4 cold ones. 4 cold ones. And Philip Webb. Okay, so that's 4 cold ones, huh? Let's get a rotation going on here. Misty's Wish. Bayleaf. It's a clever name for the Pokemon. Erica's Bulbasaur. I guess it would be Eric. Here's Team Magma. Ooh. Team Magma's Aggron. I think my brain's running a little fast. Here we are. I'm working on one thing and it's already jumping to the next thing. All right, All Slabs June channel. Click. What are we listening to? This doesn't sound like Pokemon, does it? Is this Pokemon? Oh, it is. Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. All right, the queue's empty. The queue is empty. Whew. Just a minute to catch our breath. So we are about one hour deep into the stream. We have this giveaway. Let's go ahead and hand out a spot again. Onetic. Onetic going in. This is updated, isn't it? Yes, Onetic. Let's go read that message from Tavon Richardson now. He sent me a DM. All right, I think this is you. I would like to slab away the Topps Chrome Marvel Hobby Box. Topps Chrome Marvel Hobby Box. The problem is it's opened. It's not sealed. It's an open box, and I don't know. It's an interesting request. I mean, I'd prefer to just sell through it, actually. And that is because it's not really a set I want to restock. So if you were to slab it away, it could sit around for a long time if you change your mind on it later. I would prefer to just kind of sell through it this time. Yes. I sent you DM Discord as well. Congratulations, Onetic. Everyone's typing in Andy. Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Saturday night, by the way. How you guys feeling tonight? You guys having a good night? Let's get a coin up here. What's this, Rhydon? Ooh, Rhydon's good. Rhydon's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rhydon's good, man. We got these really nice Pokemon coins. Okay, Rhydon. If you haven't done it yet, take a second to smash the like button, y'all. Here's these 3 over here. Smack it like did he just put baby oil on it? Here's this, and here's this, and here's this. So we are headed into July, one of the slowest months of the year for card collecting, because people are out buying fireworks and touching grass. Gross. You can't be touching grass. You need to be out here opening Pokemon cards. Here's Staryu. Here's Umbreon. Here's Jolteon. Here's One Heart Elsa Anna. I don't think it'll take me that long to pay it down. Yeah? Look at this Ekans. Let's take a quick look at this. Let's see. You're just a little worried about getting sniped on it, maybe. Okay. if you were to start opening it. Poker Ekans Eowens. Okay, let's see. So he is correctly priced. That Ekans is up to date. Very nice. Have you ever had a Shiny Treasures SAR Charizard EX cross the table? Wait, I already read that, didn't I? Oh, yeah, I already read that. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. We have had that cross the table before. By the way, guys, if you're looking for a gym challenge, here is a gym challenge. $45 buy-in for Snow Hazard. Ooh, fancy. If you're looking for maybe a different kind of break. Move this over here. Oh, I forgot about this. There's the booster pack break. Many of you guys forget that that exists. Here is a different gym break for a graded Nintendo game pack from 1989. $35 buy-in, one of two spots. Those are gym breaks and a booster pack break. Okay, very different kind of booster pack break. One guy gets the whole thing here. These are really fancy and very expensive. Did you know that? I knew that. Did you know that? What is this card? Manectric. Manectric. What is this Manectric doing? Don't try to buy that. It says the price is from $325. Let's take a quick look into Holon Phantoms. He's a cool card. Holon Phantoms. Oops. Just misspelled this. Okay. Oops. Manectric. Great card, Strawberry. My exams are starting from tomorrow. You got some exams? I hope you get a great score on your exams, okay? It's important to prove that you can get those things accomplished. So good luck. Work really hard on it. So there is no Manectric for sale, and some time has passed, and it is Pop 11. There are no Manectrics for sale. I believe we are going with the higher price on Manectric going forward. Okay. Let's grab this. Prices are sometimes just made up. Did you guys know that? So this is Pop 11. And we're asking a very different price today, but actually, let me do a little research. So before I give that price out, let me just see what can I buy in Holland Phantoms, Holland Phantoms, if I wanted to buy something. So Holland Phantoms reverse. That's what we have. We have a reverse. Reverse. How's your collections looking, guys? What's the best card in your collection these days? Scooby-Doo, dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. You could buy a Corphish for $210. Nobody's buying Corphish, bro. Here's an interesting one. Sableye? Pop 20 Sableye, huh? It's fascinating. Do people generally like Sableye? I mean, that is an interesting card. I'm going to grab that Sableye. He's $293. No, that's kind of a high... You know, that price is already there, you know? No, we're going to leave that one alone. So, our price today on Manectric shall be $500. Ta-da! Ooh, so cheap. So affordable. Cheeto shaped like Charizard. First edition Shining Carp. Gold Star Torchic. Hoping to get more Hololive. Yeah, you guys want me to host a break on the... I've got a Gold Star Torchic. You want me to host a break? I need about 15,000 for it. 15,000. Let's see. Gold Star Torchic. I've got a CGC 10 Gold Star Torchic. And let's see. Are there none for sale? Oh, there used to be one for sale. Did it sell? I don't even see sold information. So to me, that suggests that the Gold Star Torchic was removed from the market, which might have been a private sale. I wish I knew how much it went for then. Private sales make a lot of sense with these really high-end cards, so you're not paying some crazy, stupid fee. Oh my god. Whoa, what the hell? One guy wants $160,000 for Gold Star Torchic PSA 10. That can't be right, man. Is this EU Card House? Look at EU Card House. They want $200,000. Look at that. Holy. I don't know what to think about that. That's a little bit crazy to me. PSA 9 Gold Star Torchic is now $11,000. Wow. I sold that to Anthony Kalura for like $5,000 or $6,000 about 7 months ago. 7 months ago. Apparently, I should have just held it. Crazy, dude. All right. 20 people watching it, too. So now we've got an order from our good friend, Philip Webb. He sent $20. I think he wants to go again. What do you think, Philip? Philip, is that round 2 that I'm looking at? I think it's round 2. My PSA 8 I bought from you, 1.5 thousand, now for 1,000. And is that also Gold Star Torchic? Wow. Why did I even sell them? I don't know. I just want to help you guys too. I want to help you guys with your collections too. And, you know, if I could do that, then I just kind of did it. Crazy how one of the things about collecting is when a market is this hot, the worst thing you can do is sell anything. 1, 2, 3. He says, "Law, yep. Man, I'm having for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay, that's 4 Poke Shuffles for our friend Philip Webb. Philip, can you confirm you actually bought these? Because you didn't leave a message, so I just assume you did, because it's the same price. Wow, you're doing good on that, huh? You really can turn to your girlfriend or wife or mom or whoever you talk to and be like, look, I invested. Invest. Hello, it's Gert the Cucumber. How's it going, man? Michael Giordanato, he signed in front of me in the 90s at a golf tournament. What? That is waiting for BJs to be ready to receive and grade the card. Cheeto-shaped Charizard, first edition Carp, hoping to get more Hololive. That is Philip Webb. I need Philip Webb to say that he definitely did buy 4 Holo Shuffles. Maybe he doesn't have a YouTube account, so he can't talk to us. Or maybe he's like not watching from a place where he can talk. I'm going to go for it. I think it stands to reason that he probably did send for that, because he sent in a second $20 transaction. All right, he sent that 7 minutes ago. House of Slab's looking for the Poke Shuffle. Still a lot left. Yes, let's take a look at that. Here goes. Philip Webb. Oh, no, Philip. Another cold round. I'm sorry, Philip. Dang, dude. All right, cold round. You want a box? Here they are. The Poke Shuffles. So the box is a little less full now. You can see some have been taken out. But really, there's not as many raw cards up there either. Here's a new chase card. $115 card. You get it for $100. We got some new stuff in here. Cleffa, this coin. We got Umbreon. We got this Beedrill's in there. That's really cool. Here's Umbreon. Got some nice stuff, man. We got this guy. Nidoran. Horsey. That's nice Gloom. That Gyarados is really cool. So this Gyarados is still in the box. That's probably my favorite card. Forget about this. The Gyarados is super cool. We've got, this is real legit right here. So that's a Rocket 10. See that? That's a Rocket 10. Here's a real legit card too. Look at that. Shinji Kanja Slowbro. That's nice. Here's a Pikachu 10. Here's a nice Gardevoir 10. One of these poor things. Pidgeotto. Maybe we should drill one of those. Here's Pidgeotto, Vending Series, and Mega Venusaur. So the problem is I'm running out of cards. I actually am running out of cards that can go in there because they've all been purchased through the through the Poke Shuffle, or they've been purchased by Ivan Rodriguez, who buys quite a lot of the affordable cards. So we're running a little bit low. Philip says, yes, second order. Ah, good. Didn't want to mess that up. Okay, I just went with it because I was like, that's got to be it. So we're going to hit refresh over here. We just got an order from our friend Jesus Aguilera. 8 Tears of the Kingdom and 2 Soldiers Return. So we are seeing some really fun Final Fantasy orders come in, because people are enjoying the Magic the Gathering set so much, which we are now sold out of except for the break. Oh, speaking of which, let me go mark that as sold out, because somebody will inevitably send that money in, and then I'll be like, ooh, I'm sorry. It is magic. So this is going to say sold out again. Marking it as sold out. It's really sad. We shouldn't be sold out. I'm devastated by the missing package. Devastated. Might be one of the worst things that's happened in shipping to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We might be losing out on about $2,000 worth of appreciation. Really not good. Look at that. Ooh. That's a pretty steep loss. We're missing out on sales right now. I mean, I think people would consider buying a whole pack if I actually had some. Sold out. That's right. Sold out. But we've got plenty of the Square Enix version of Final Fantasy, so consider that. It is. If you want my recommendations for the Final Fantasy cards guides, I would say Opus 1 and Soldier's Return are the top ones. After that, I'd say Hidden Trials for the impossible to pull lightning signature. It's in there somewhere. And then, I don't know, maybe the From Nightmares for the lightning, the cloud signature. There's a cloud signature in there. My Ancient Mew Pokemon CGC Pristine 10 sold last month for $1,800. I got it from you for $500. It's worth more than the PSA 10. Wow, that's nice, dude. That is super nice. Here it is. Here's Abzu. Yeah, that's really nice to hear about, you know. Basically, all these people I've sold cards to over the years, if they just held them for a while and sold them now, they're doing very well. And it's a very nice thing to hear. Here's Kane. Oh, look at that non-rare Sephiroth. That's not a legendary rare, but it's still nice looking. Kind of like that Sephiroth. Here's Mats and Shuyan. Okay. Whoa, holy boobies. Matthias, the Corrupt. Oh, hot. Okay, she dresses like she's corrupt. Yuna! All right. More like Guna. And here's... Well, they're doing a lot with the armpits lately. Look at this. That's an armpit card. And that's an armpit card. Yes, all right. Even this guy 9 can't help but show off his armpit. All right, cool. Not Sephiroth, though. He's too cool for that. You'll never see Sephiroth do that. Here's Jack. Here's Fusoya. Fusoya! Oh, Fusoya. Put this back over here. Thank you. 2 Soldiers Return. We didn't open that yet. We're gonna get that next, okay? Are armpits the new feet? Yes. Look, she even looks like she's wearing like arm things, like they're meant to sort of like lingerie for her armpits. Doesn't that look like you could call that lingerie for your armpits almost? What the hell? Lacy little arm things. By the way, here are my armpits. How in style. There we go. Friggin' shipping. Yeah, things could go wrong in shipping. It's kind of a difficult thing, isn't it? All right, I'm still thinking about Steven's poor cards. I'm hoping Steve Gonzalez has a heart and reaches out and accepts a reward to return them. I'm going to give him a reward. If he returns those cards, he'll get a financial reward. If not, maybe we'll try to do something to get all that replaced for our Mr. Steven Gonzalez. We're going to try and get his cards replaced. Exodus, Princess Sarah. Belly buttons for the win. Oh, yeah, belly buttons were always in style. It's storming out there. It's storming all weekend. All weekend. Ooh. Wow. Perfect time to go swimming, though, you know, because the sun's not so severe, but the water's still hot. It's really nice. There we go. Gentiana. Gentiana. Good. That would have woken up Cares for sure. She'd have been like, ah! She scares so easily in the storm. It's really funny. You guys should see it. There goes. And it's like a genuine fear. It's like the same thing with the scary movies. She can't handle the scary movies. She cannot handle scary thunderstorms either. Genuinely frightened. There we go. She's like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh. And I must be Winnie the Pooh then. All right, so maybe that's because I like honey so much. I'm after that honey pot. Oh yeah, swimming in a thunderstorm. Nothing better. I wouldn't say perfect time. Yeah, true. How about that guy yesterday on his honeymoon and he got struck by lightning and there were no clouds in the sky. God, dude. That was just like, I don't know, some kind of cosmic forces or God or some kind of ghost or, I don't know, somebody sold your soul to Satan. I don't know, something. That is so crazy. Just randomly get killed by a thunderstrike on a beach on your honeymoon and it's clear skies. It's just your time, you know. That's why they got that Bible saying you don't know the time of the day or the hour, you know. That was his day. That was his day to go. That's the end of his story. It's like you have to find some way to cope with the idea that that's how the world works, you know. It is. That's so crazy. Really, really crazy news. I've seen that. The dry heat. Cosmic karma, perhaps. I'm scared. So, yeah, maybe he was a jerk and we, maybe, jerks get married too, right? Take me, for example. All right, so let's see what's next. So here's Anthony Zanardi, round 2, 5 packs of History of Z, and 2 TCC Vintage packs. Oh, the TCC Vintage packs. Okay, so here they are. I've not been restocking them. We've got 2 left. There's 1 after that. I'm just going to give you the next 2 then. So let's see what we got. We've got Energy, Computer Search, Abra, Quagsire, Doduo. Doduo! You got Doduo Emerald. What? And I put a cute little Zubat in there. That's so funny. Okay, you got a vintage Zubat. That's cool. That's an Emerald Reverse Hollow Doduo that you pulled, by the way. That's very neat. So some dusty-looking cards here. Dusty, Dusty, Dusty. And Feraligatr. You got 1 Feraligatr. Excuse me, 1 Feraligatr Hollow. I don't know if that one's the promo version or if that's the one you got to pull out of the pack. I always forget which is which. Here we are. All right, since these are nearly sold out, if you would like the last one, Mr. Anthony, this pack for you, just for you, is $5. So if you want the last pack, it's $5. Send in for that. Let me know if you want to send in for that. You do that. I'm going to go grab some fresh Dragon Ball because we need a fresh box, by the way. This might include me searching for that box for a while because Karis has been hiding all of my cards from me. She thinks it's cleaning. I think it's making me have a lot of trouble finding my own stuff. All right. Haha, Eureka! I'm back! And I found them. Anthony says sold! Thank you, Mr. Anthony. Just a little gift for you tonight. There you are. So there's 1 pack of that. Ooh, it's really thundering out there. I guarantee you Karis is not sleeping. She is definitely awake. She is 1,000% awake. Okay. Come on now. Is that Jolteon eligible for slab away? Yeah, if you want to. If you want to do 40 times 19, that's a premium price. You could just enter the break instead and not go so deep on a card. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, F5. Dragon Ball. So you're also going to get this box topper, unlimited power. Power! Unlimited power! Wasn't that great when Mace Windu died? I was like, oh no, not Mace Windu. That guy was so cool. All right. I love how evil the Emperor was. He was like this nasty old man. He's all wrinkly. Hey, that's a great pull in that last pack. Much better than the other 2. Although the Emerald Doduo is cool, this is really cool. This is a nice one. So look what he pulled out of that last pack, guys. Wow, that was hiding in the box the whole time. Beautiful. Okay, so you got that for $5, too. That's not a bad deal. That's a good deal. Got a nice rare. That's a Golem, and it's actually a rare card, if you didn't know that. And then here is Eevee. Truly, this was the better of the 3 packs, and it's all yours. There we go. All right. Now, these are sold out. The question is, do I ever build them again? I don't know. Might not. I'm going to go remove them from the menu. They do sell really well, but I don't know if I should be selling them. I think I should be maybe just encapsulating some of the Japanese cards that are in bad condition and encapsulate them as authentic. You know, they're really real. So we're going to remove the TCC Vintage Pack. There we go. So that is empty now. Wow. Lucky last pack. I can just stare at this all day. It's so pretty. Typhlosion was so much fun when it came out. Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Gold. Yeah, what a fun time, man. He didn't have the feeling that Charizard had, obviously. But it was cool. It was like this other thing. You're like, oh, cool, okay. Typhlosion, huh? He looked nice. I feel like a lot of the Pokemon you get now, they don't look that nice. They look kind of like, ooh, like Cinderace. I was like, I don't know. Cinderace just looks kind of like a soccer mascot or something like that. Or, you know, then you got the lizard that looks like James Bond and Teleon. Like, all right. Ready? Ooh, he looks like he's going to sell you car insurance or something. Here's, ooh, Vegeta, Power of Conviction. Oh. Here's Dark King Mechakabura, Call of Booty. What? Call of Booty. Here's Broly Frieza. Gonna put all that steak in the Frieza. Don't freeze steak. Ooh, that reminds me. I bought crab legs today and I didn't eat them. I'm so hungry, dude. Now, I'm going to go to sleep hungry tonight, though. I'm doing a good job at that. I'm going to go to sleep. You know what I ate today? A little bit of ham, a little bit of eggs, and then I went out to eat at that Chinese buffet where I ate very limited food. I basically just had chicken and broccoli. That's all I ate. But it was really good. It was very satisfying. Doing very good right now. And then I bought some crab legs. I'm going to have crab legs tomorrow, probably. That's what I'll do. I'll have them tomorrow. God, they sound so good. There. I got this little steaming machine that I can put the legs into. Man, they had some king crab legs there. Oh, man. I was looking at them for so long, dude. Every time I go by the seafood aisle, I look at the king crab legs. I always do. I always pick them up and stare at them for a while. But they wanted like $85 for just this tiny amount of crab legs. And I was like, I don't know, dude. And then the snow crab legs are so reasonably priced. And they have kind of a better flavor anyways. So, but something about king crab legs, there's an allure to it. There's an allure to it. The price maybe does you in. You go, well, look at that price. I wish I could have it. Maybe if it was, think of it this way. If it was cheaper than the snow crabs, so if the king crab leg was cheaper than the snow crabs, maybe I'd be like, oh, I don't want that trashy king crab leg with the worst flavor. I want the snow crab. It's premium. It's really fascinating that that's the way it works. You know, it works that way with cards too. When the price is too low, the irony is that people go, wait a second. If the price is so good, this must not be very desirable. So it's really interesting how that works. All right, why you only eat chicken and broccoli at the buffet? I'm trying to be healthy. Here's Anthony. I'm working on being healthy. How about you guys? You guys working on that? That's a good thing to work on, especially for card collectors. I have this perception that card collectors do not keep themselves very healthy all the time. Not all, but maybe every single time I go into a card shop my entire life. We are. All right. Do you know about the corrected Japanese Typhlosion? Ooh, I might not know that one. Corrected Japanese Typhlosion. I know about the corrected Blaine's Charizard. I don't think I've heard of that one. Like what, 26 $? Cards look pretty good. I can't sleep. My brothers are being too loud. Tell those jerks to stop being bad brothers. Don't they know their sister needs her beauty sleep? I think those brothers are big stinky boogers. Ooh. Oh, it says I acquired them for $1,045. I feel like being healthy and going to buffet is opposite. No, you can eat healthy at a buffet. First of all, it's very affordable. So the buffet for 2 people is $35. That's not bad. It's like $17.50 a person. It's really cheap. $17.50 all you can eat. You go in, they've got some, it's like grilled chicken. It's like grilled teriyaki chicken. Super good. Not too greasy. There's no skin on it. It's not fried. And then you just scoop some broccoli with that and you're done. And then you just don't overeat. You know, don't eat too many plates of that. You're done. So you can do it. You can do it. You just have to not eat like all the bad stuff. There's plenty of bad stuff, like fried stuff, and whatever. So here's Anthony Zanardi, the last pack of TCC Vintage. This episode brought to you by Anthony Zanardi. You know why I say that? Because there's no other orders in the queue. That's okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and refresh this. You know, we actually had a really busy Thursday night stream and Friday night stream. Did you guys notice that? Those were some busy, busy days. Here's JPH going in. JPH. There it is. I know what the problem is. It's because we don't have enough fresh slabs up here for you guys. Can we see all the breaks going on? All right, you guys ready for all the breaks going on? This manga card with 2 people in it. This Eevee Quest sticker, Pop 2, extremely rare. By the way, that's from 2018, printed by Carddass. Wow, very unusual card that you've never owned. Okay, here's the Giovanni's Gyarados, which I thought was going to be really popular, but it's been pretty slow. It's up to 3 spots now, and it's just kind of stayed there. Here's the big break. Victini, which has exploded to 17 spots a second time. This is round 2. So it's not that people had no money for breaks. They just really want this Victini. So Victini is probably stealing attention from all of the breaks for the moment. But that's okay. He's the new thing. Here's Mew. Did you know this Mew is really close to going off again? Check this out. Here's the Mega Sublists. 4 spots left on this round of the Mega Sublist. And then this will say 4 to 7, which means it'll be more than halfway done. So this is very close to the next round being done. It's a very special card. Crown Pikachu all the way up to 13 now. That's right. If you were thinking about getting into there when he starts moving, he is moving now. He is the star card. He's guaranteed to end now. Here is the Star Wars card. I just tossed this up. Nobody joined it. I was just curious. I'll toss him back over here now. My Star Wars card. All right, he's off the table again. Here's the Carddass Bandai starters. Is this music just on repeat? Oh my god, dude. Do something else. Sometimes my brain notices the music really well. So out of the lot of Japanese T17 Typhlosion, maybe 10% were corrected. Oh, I see. A damage correction that 60 is the error. It's supposed to be 60 plus for the damage. It's super hard to find because they fixed it and only ran the set for a couple days, then printed. Oh, that's so curious. What a small detail. I wonder if people would pay a lot extra for that, or if it would just sort of be like, you know, just something you talk about. Sometimes a correction goes for a lot of money. Like, for example, the Blaine's Charizard correction is really notable because when you were a kid and you opened up the Blaine's Charizard, everyone noticed it was fighter energy, and we all looked at each other funny, like, what the hell, fighter energy? And it was just an odd thing back then. So, you know, and then eventually they did actually correct. The unlimited version got corrected. So it's fun to point that out. Ready? So I already read that. No more DBZ Carddass. It's off the menu now. I don't know if I still have it. I might have it somewhere, but it's off the menu now. And yeah, we might actually be. No, I don't know if we're sold out of it. Actually, it just might have been moved somewhere. Some things have been cleaned off the menu because nobody was buying it, and we wanted to have the menu cleaned up a bit. Look at this nice Cloud Cardconomist 9 from Tammy. We've got a Cerulege. I think that went down or up. Here's Leafy Blown. Here's Gleevee. Here's Glaceon. And here's Snorlax for Yolan. Ooh, so nice. Are you Korean? Emily is Korean. Thank you for noticing. This goes. All right. And here's Latios. And here's a nice spread. I have, but it's not well known. I got the only one of graded PSA 10. Oh, I see. Here's Jigglypuff. Here's Parasect. Here's Kitty Cat Ears Girl. Meow. Wow, Kitty Cat Ears Girl. Okay. This music's just a little too piano-y for me. All Slabs June. Bleak. I like this one a lot, by the way. So, out of the ones we just showed, this is really good. There we go. Okay. Any hot new Slabaway-worthy slabs? Maybe. I think there's one right over there. Here's Vampy. Mr. I'm American. She just says that to try and be cool. She is definitely Korean. Everyone knows it. She is. Emily, you don't have to pretend to be American for us. Your English is very good. Here's good relationship, Suzu, and here is Miss Magus. Oh. Okay. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Miss Magus. Hi, Emily. Welcome to America. Hi, but it's not well known. Anyhow, new subs. Like the stream. TCC gang. Let's get to 50. Yeah, let's get to 50. So this shall say number 10, Miss Magus. 8. Emily, what's your opinion on Labubu dolls? Oops. There you go. Going in for 45. Okay. Good. Ah, the eggs. What if the eggs have changed in price? Do we already update them, actually? I can't tell. Do-do-do-do. Scooty-doo-dooby-doo-dooby-doo. Eggs. Good. Cute. Well, let's see. There we go. Japanese. We want the English one. Let me get this. Hold on. Getting that price for you guys. I actually have no idea. She doesn't hate Labubus. Okay, so this is a little bit cheaper. It's going to be $60 now. Well, price change on that one, huh? A dozen of eggs is $2.39 as of yesterday. Oh, yeah, I don't even think about that anymore. Forgot that was like a whole thing, the argument over the price of eggs. There we are. Very interesting thing to bring up when we're looking at the price of execute. and it's going to say 6.25. Really ought to say 7.25. How silly of me. All right. So that's updated. Look at that. Hey, Anthony Haymeyer's got this Blood Fiend Power signature card from Weiss Schwartz. The price of street drugs is sky high, though. What? Freaking Trump, get him out of power. He's ruining America. All right, let's see. In this economy? So, let's rotate this again. Trump made eggs go down in price, like he said. They were going to go down in price. You can't keep eggs that expensive. It's just not going to happen. When they're that expensive, they're so profitable. And chickens are not complicated animals. They're just going to build more production facilities because Americans are so willing to pay for more and more eggs at a lower price that it just doesn't make sense for the production cost to be so high. So it was, it's like a logistical thing. It was going to be sorted out. Everyone who is really concerned about that, I think that... So, somebody was asking for slab awayable cards. We really do run into those. Now, wait a second. This says 1.5K on it. It needs to say who it belongs to. This is Anthony Haymeyer, isn't it? That's weird that I didn't write that down. I think that's Anthony Haymeyer, right? Well, I better be careful with that stuff. Did you see CNN 6 minutes of them actually giving Trump credit? We got CNN glazing Trump before Grand Theft Auto 6. Thanks for the fun, mister. Good night, all. Have a good rest of the stream. Oh, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. It's very nice of you to come and hang out and bless us with your Pokemon openings so that we have something entertaining to watch. Let's see what we got over here. Here's some slabs. That says break. Do you think I should break these? I did not have that on my bingo card. CNN every now and then comes out and says something like that. Got some coins for you guys. You guys like coins? Those are cool. Okay. Silver. Silver and gold. Stop glazing them, bro. I got a couple cards. There's a nice Hypno. I think that Hypno went up in price. I wonder if that Hypno went up in price. First, Hypno. Nobody ever wants to buy my Hypno. Let's see what he costs now. Swear to God, he's going to be more expensive, isn't he? No, there's one for 1,000 right now. There is exactly one of these for 1,000. Okay, he's the same price. Hypno then jumps to 2.5. I wonder if that'll ever happen. Ooh, the Lugia. Look at that Lugia, dude. Don't trust anyone on the internet. I trust you, Six. Do you trust me? Ooh. Oh. We got a couple. Oh, wow. That looks so nice, dude. Wait a second. That's a standard Opus 1 Cloud. Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad I have that. That's a standard one. We tried to host a break on this, and nobody wanted to make it move. Everyone's like, I don't want that. He's stupid. I bet they are kicking themselves now. Where's my baggie? Where did I put my premium seeds? I don't see them. Oh my God, I can never find anything on this channel. I can never find where anything is. It's never where it's supposed to be, ever. I'm missing my premium sleeves. I might have to go get in a fresh bag of them then, because I don't think we ran out of them, but I think they're just missing. Oh, can't have that. I must have moved them when I was searching for something. That has to be it. Okay, let me go get a fresh one. I got 3 younger sisters. I tell them the same thing. I'm surprised the Greninja Gold Star went up like crazy and not the Umbreon. You never know. You just never know. It could happen to the Umbreon too. I bet you that kind of stuff, ripple effect maybe. Alright, so here we are. Fresh sleeves. Can't be living without nice fresh sleeves. Okay, there we go. Look at that cloud. That's so nice. We got creepy single fat pokey guys in here, like that one Louis guy. Ah, that's true. That's true. Like that one guy. What? Who are we talking about? We putting Louis down? Poor Louis. All right, let's grab this. Did you call him single and fat? How dare you, bro? Okay, very nice. Ooh. That's lovely, man. I bet you that's a nice card to be holding right now. Where did I pull these from? I pulled these from under the table. Let's go put them back. Whoa, some kind of big order might have just come through. Let's take a look into that. Yeah. And get one of these and put this up into the... Oh, I can't reach it. Ah, there it is. How about that Rattata? Oh, look at that Psyduck, dude. That's so cool. So Rattata, he's not really expensive, right? We're all adults buying kids' toys on the internet. We ain't got much ground to stand on. Oh, please. Everyone's doing it, man. It's everyone. How can prices be so high on Pokemon without a majority of society kind of participating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. All right. I don't know how many people actually buy Pokemon cards, but I think it's a big number. I think it is. So this is going to say Karuta Ra Ta Ta. You know what? Maybe this shall not go into the Poke Shuffle. Maybe we'll put this into the live customs. Live customs are a little slim right now. Better write the price down. Oh, we did write the price down. Okay, that's good. So these are the exceptionally rare Karuta cards. 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of us are in our late 20s, early 30s, or even late 30s, or even early 40s. Here we are. Pokemon came out 20, 30 years ago, however long it's been, and there was a whole range of people opening cards at that time period for fun. Goes, yeah, there's older people who collect. Look at King Gary. He's an old guy. King Gary, he's not young. He's not he's not like super old either, but you know, he's in a Gen X or something like that, you know? Wow, that is so cool. Set that here to my side. Okay. Somebody has an itch to scratch. Let's jump over here and hit refresh. 6 is 38, duh. I'm 29. Here's Janice, 1 box, Japanese, OP11, 10 packs. Japanese OP12, 1 box, Korean Nikke, 1 box, Gem 2 Pokemon, 2 Final Fantasy Opus 1, 3 packs Pokemon White, shipped with Mr. Steven. You got it. All right. And this time, it's going to go to Steven. It's going to go to Steven. I'm so glad that the most important card was not in that shipment. That's why I was worried about was something like that would occur, because that's the hardest thing to replace. If we need to replace those other cards because the other guy doesn't cooperate, he's not nice, we can get those replaced. The hard ones to replace is the really desirable one. Those are really tough to replace. Okay, so 1 OP11. OP11. I'm trying to remember. Do we even... I don't even remember what that looks like. OP11. It's been a while. OP11, huh? They're all just numbers, aren't they? OP11 is on the menu, so it's definitely here somewhere. Let's go find a box of OP11. People are vain and will overpay on platforms to get recognition because their lives aren't what they want, so they settle for shadows, buying a pack of cards for 3 times normal price. Hey! You better not be talking about us! No, but that's not it. You know, the real reason people open cards here is because they have fun. That's the real reason. I guarantee you that's the reason. I guarantee you that's the reason. But man, there sure is a lot of negativity for that, isn't there? You know what? I do share some of the negativity, cheeses. I saw somebody selling, not somebody, I saw a couple people selling Labubus, and it was a bridge too far. I couldn't take it anymore. The Labubus made me angry. I was like, no way, dude. No way, it's gone too far. Way too far. Labubus, you can't be a Pokemon card shop and sell Labubus. If you do, you have to rename yourself. You are, in fact, just a reseller. You're a scalper. All right, let's go find this box of Japanese OP11. I really feel that way. This is it right here? OP11, we got it. Perfect. Haha. You can't do it. All right. Jesus says you're actually fair on prices. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take the sponsorship. All right. Ta-da. Let's go ahead and snip this. Okay. Let's see. Can I slab away a Labubu from you? What? Mods, get this man! Labubus can go to hell. I have respect for Katy Perry now. She had a fan waving a Labubu in her face, and she took her actual microphone and punched the Labubu out of her hand. It's like, get that out of here. No friggin' Labubus in here. No free ads for Labubu in my concert. Get that crap out of here. Hell yeah, dude. Katy Perry gets cool points for that after she lost many cool points from the rocket ship going into space, sort of. There are. I don't even know how those things got popular. Well, because of celebrity sponsorships, isn't it? That's what I've heard, is celebrity sponsorships. There we go. No way, dude. They suck. They suck ass. Labubus can go to hell. I would buy a Labubu from Mr. It's Pop Mart. Nah, dude, that's a flipper. That's just somebody who there's a slight difference between a Pokemon card hobbyist who becomes maybe some kind of store owner, right, where he sells cards profitably, and somebody who's definitely not a hobbyist, and what they really are is just somebody who wants to sell things online. Two very different people, actually. It's subtle, but they're different. And I don't. The Labubu was so distasteful. I couldn't take it. When I saw that on a Pokemon card shop stream, I was like, "Mother, what are you doing, dude? So gross." You're literally just reaching your tendrils out for anything that you can flip or something. I was like, "Oh, yuck." It's like if you're claiming to be a Christian Bible store, but there's some other things you can sell, like maybe like a porny or something like that. You're like, hey, but this makes money. Speaking of which, wow, look at this lady. She's got a nice pair of eyes. Look at those hips, though. Oh, my God, dude. Those are some baby birthing hips. All right. What is up with these characters and how they're drawn? They're drawn to the extreme. I think Labubu design is a ripoff from Where the Wild Things Are. Yeah, maybe. Here's this. Oh. Here's a holo. I feel strongly that the Labubu fad will die. I feel strongly that it will die. I mean, maybe it'll be popular with girls. I don't know. Maybe Pokemon cards doesn't fully appeal to women's collectible nature, because maybe women want to collect a little doll rather than Charizard. I don't know, but I look at them and I see a financial catastrophe for anyone who wants to gamble on them. Because the moment those Labubus are no longer cool, those prices are going to start dropping to the floor. There'll be people scrambling to get right back out of their position. And once it's just another stupid doll, how are you supposed to enjoy it? You don't have any nostalgia for it. It just came out of the blue. There's no nostalgia for Labubu. It's not part of your childhood, So who knows? Here we are. Very nice. But the idea of collectible dolls that are in a sort of booster pack shows that you could sell a lot of things in a booster pack style. You know why? Because booster packs are basically a new form of gambling. That's the truth. It's RNG product. It's RNG. The breaks are RNG. People like RNG. They like the slot machines. They like pachinko. You ever heard of pachinko? They like pachinko. They like the slot machines. They like booster packs. And I'm not trying to say that that's wrong. It's just that sellers or companies are starting to catch on to what really sells, and it's always a thing that's closer to hitting that dopamine button. That dopamine button. Like, why does everything have sugar in it? Well, because that's what sells. Because sugar hits that dopamine button in your brain. And why do booster packs sell? Kind of the same reason. People love having a chance for something. It's an enjoyable way to spend your money and freak out if you get lucky. So, the way I'm looking at Labubus is they're going, okay, we can do that, but we can just do that with dolls. Nobody else is doing that with dolls, right? So they're doing it with dolls, and they probably aggressively advertised through celebrities. That's probably what they did. They said, hey, we've got money. You advertise this stupid thing, and we're going to give you a big chunk of money. So that's probably exactly what happened. Ooh, yeah. So you got Commander Boobs over here. Labubu is one girl. It's all the same with different colors. There we go. Yeah, actually, I saw something that I thought was really shocking. I saw someone talking about card protectors and how they were selling for outrageous prices because they were like different colors, like cosmic pink, raspberry, purple. And I saw, so somebody was showing these off. I can't remember who I was watching, but they were talking about how you should never buy them because it's really just a chunk of plastic mass-produced, and it has no real value. And I couldn't agree more. Like, card protectors being collectible? Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. So I don't know how anyone can be, but it shows you that there is a desire in the human brain for collectible things. And so it's sort of like an unmet demand. There's an unmet need for collectible things in the market, and Pokemon's fulfilling that really strongly. Maybe Labubu's trying to do that too. These card protectors try to do it a little bit. And eventually we'll actually put out good products that you should collect, like things made out of gold or some something or another or something like that. But yeah, don't collect card protectors. I can't believe people or anyone would do that. Pay $200 for a stupid card protector. That's crazy to me. Let's see, Mr. Based on a kid's book, yeah, graded guards are highly popular. I've gotten those in the mail. I think that they're terrible. They're terrible. I would never want to put my cards in those. I was so surprised that anyone thought they were collectible because mechanically they're so much worse than just about anything you could invent to put your cards into. So I've seen a couple things that I like. I like mine. So these, I enjoy these a lot. I like mine here. These are real simple, right? There's another one too where it has like a lid. It's plastic and it's got like a lid that slides back or something, or it either twirls or it slides back. But it's very similar to this. It's almost identical, but instead it's got a lid rather than magnets. So I like that too. I think that's decent. It's got more moving parts. But just the graded guard is just some stupid, cheap little piece of plastic that costs like 45 cents to produce. People are paying $200 for a 45-cent piece of plastic. People just don't got enough brains, man. You should be buying $200 more of Pokemon boosters or whatever nice slab you want, because that'll actually have value and go up in price. The slab protector will never go up. It's just a standard unit item. You're just supposed to find it from a cheap producer and pay whatever the unit price is for it, whatever the price of plastic and magnets or plastic and screws are. I can't believe anyone would pay more than sort of like a unit price for it. People have too much money and not enough shrewdness, perhaps. But yeah, protectors as collectibles is just total absurdity. But again, so that gets back to my idea here. This is sort of a rant. This gets back to my idea that there is a demand for rare stuff and there is a demand for RNG products. There really is, and it's an unfulfilled demand. Okay, so 10 packs of the Japanese OP12. Now we have an open box here. Here they are. We got 4 of them. Haha. Go look up Phantom Displays. You shouldn't be using them, but just collect the pack. Yeah, collectible card protectors. Yeah, that's crazy. People overpaying for a card protector. To me, that's nuts. You know what I do with my card protectors, whatever they are? I peel them off my slab the moment I get them. I curse whoever put it on my beautiful PSA slab, which actually has value, and then I throw the graded guard in the trash can. That's exactly what I do. Because I've received multiples of them. I just throw them straight in the trash. So anyone who's spending money on that is absolutely cuckoo. You can't do that, okay? You got to spend that same money needs to go on actual Pokemon cards, okay? Trust me. Now, let's go get more OP12 and a box of the Korean Nikke. Do I already have a box of Korean Nikke in here? I don't think I do. And then a box of Gem 2. Okay, I know where I can get that. And 2 Final Fantasy Opus packs and 3 packs of Pokemon White. All right, good. Let's go get this. Whoa. All right, got this. Look, I actually grabbed some. Look. Ugh. All right, we got this guy. We got this guy. We got this guy. Oops. And look at these. So I pulled this one off the floor. You can see it's all dusty. Guess the room's dusty, huh? Okay. So this one got pulled off the floor, and then this one was sitting in my receiving area. I just got it. This is the cheapest plastic ever. Super cheap plastic, that's all it is. Is absolute garbage. You should absolutely never, ever waste your money on this. Look at that. Terrible. I kind of like graded guards. Look at that. That's all it is. Just a simple piece of plastic. That's all it is. Low quality plastic with rubber on the outside. That's all it is, guys. Can't believe anyone would pay more than maybe $6, maybe $5 tops. Cheap garbage. Do not buy this. Please do not buy this for your slab. There you go. Cheap garbage. Throw it all away. Throw it all away. You don't need it. There you are. All right. Don't even spend $1 on those, in my opinion. If you're gonna buy a nice display, maybe you don't have to buy mine. There's other ones on the market that are similar to mine. If you're gonna put your card on display, put in a nice display that actually protects the card. Those don't protect the card. In fact, there's so much pressure put onto the slab, I sometimes worry that those graded guards are going to mess up the encapsulation because there's enough pressure for something like that to screw it up. And those are just cheap plastic with a cheap piece of rubber. It's insane. I guarantee you, they're producing those in China for about 50 cents. 50 cents. There's nothing high quality there. Truly, truly crap. Like a penny sleeve. It's very similar to a penny sleeve. So the idea that anyone would pay anything for those is really wild to me. They should be priced in the way like maybe a bubble wrap is priced, or the way cardboard boxes are priced, or tape. They're just that. That's all they are. There's nothing inherently valuable about them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. 10 of these. All right. I think cards are not for display, but people who handle their slabs all the time. Yeah, I get that. You don't need to do that either. So, even if you handle the slabs all the time, you don't need to have them in the guard because they're already in a nice PSA holder. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. Okay. There we go. What about the aluminum ones? There we are. Snipping that. And snipping this. And snipping this. Slab mags are cool, but ruin the texture and don't accent the texture. What about the aluminum? U-sleeves? They drop them on the ground like phones. All right, there we go. Those should be priced like penny sleeves are priced, like cardboard is priced, like bubble wrap is priced. They're garbage. They're a cheap piece of plastic garbage that will go into a landfill. Remember that? Remember what we were talking about? Things that'll go into landfill are not real products. They're just cheap plastic made in China. That's true. And so that's how it is. That kind of stuff will end up in... I just sent some off to the landfill right now. Those are off to the landfill. So those kind of things are off to the landfill. Don't spend your money on that. It's crazy to hear about, though. But so this YouTuber, I really don't remember who it was, but this YouTuber was showing like graded guards or something like that. And they had like super cosmic brownie brown or something like that, right? And they were pricing them at like $200 a pack or something. And I was just shaking my head like, oh, man, somebody's got to help these people with their money or something. I got to get them in here. Let me talk to them. Just go buy Pokemon cards. Go buy Pokemon. Don't buy that crap. Go buy Pokemon. It is. So, I don't know. But there's a market for it. It's a free market. People can do what they want. They're not lined with gold. You can buy literal gold for that kind of money. I think we actually have gold. Cheaper than that. We have gold for sale. You can buy actual gold. Look at this. So how can there ever be a graded guard cheaper than a piece of gold? I'm not cheaper, more expensive than a piece of gold. There's a gold pamp. I wonder if these have gone up yet. And here's a nice 1/4 ounce of gold. By the way, these are for sale. If anyone wants some gold, you can always trade your Pokemon for gold. I hold a little bit of the precious metals. Never feel too bad about that. I think of it as like, not an investment the way Pokemon's a speculative investment, but I think of it as sort of like more of a store value. So some of my money's just put away in gold. And that's okay. Well, that was 10 packs and 1 Luffy SR. Luffy's decent, though. We like Luffy. So Luffy SR. 1 box of the Korean Nikke. Let's get it. So the Korean Nikke. You going to pull the Naga? Is that what you're saying you're after? I think it's Naga, right? All right. Wow, it's a big fat worm who's crawling on the ground. What's up, man? Funny, man. Oh, my gosh. Okay. The farms. Anybody buy Yu-Gi-Oh in here? Yu-Gi-Oh has not been restocked very much. So, Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Ball, neither of those have been restocked very much. But I'm thinking about doing it a little bit. I'm thinking of buying 1 case of Yu-Gi-Oh or 1 case of Dragon Ball. Just one. Just one, just as an experiment. Give it a test. Kind of like Digimon. Right, we bought 1 case of a Digimon specialty set, didn't sell at all. So, and then we liquidated that at a loss. And so we might give Dragon Ball a shot, see how Dragon Ball performs. SB01, I think that's a manga set that we got coming in. A couple people asked for it, so I believe I bought that. Let me double check, make sure I bought that. Let me double check. Give me a moment here, guys. Yes, I bought a case of SB01 Dragon Ball Super Card Game Fusion World manga. It is on the way. Buy the $1 million Canadian coin. There's a $1 million Canadian coin, really? Is it like a huge chunk of gold? Because that's pretty cool. But, you know, the price will fluctuate over time, so that's annoying. All right, one whole box of Korean Nikke. Thank you so much, Steven Gonzalez and Janice, for treating me good. You guys are treating me so good tonight. Here we are. Let's see what's in here. I hope you guys pull what you want. Okay. I lied. I'm from Japan. Giant gold coin. Slab mags are cool, but we're going to... I already read that. Okay. So that was one of the rants of the stream today. We were talking about how people overpay for so-called collectible card protectors, PSA protectors, which I find to be absolutely insane. One of the worst products you can spend your money on, including Labubus. So Labubus and supposedly collectible cheap pieces of painted plastic, which is the card creator or card protectors. Do not do that. Do not buy Labubu. Labubu's ridiculous, and do not buy those so-called collectible holders. All right, so what do we got? Oh, wow. Oh, boobies everywhere. There's a lot of boobs in here. Okay. Very nice. 100 kegs of 99.99% gold. Oh, mermaid. Okay. Labubu. A set where no one has any nostalgia for it at all. Selling at outrageous prices because a celebrity pushed it. Yeah. Where have I seen that before? Oh! Wow, that is a really sexual card. That's nuts, man. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Haha, 2 cards in 1 packet. One of these. If y'all are out there buying gold, make sure you're getting it from a reputable source. A lot of these gold bars are not solid gold bars. Yes, by the way, these coins are sourced directly from a major gold dealer. I would not do anything other than that because I also am nervous about ever getting tricked on gold. So those come direct from major gold dealers. I do not buy from individuals. They're also graded, by the way. So you noted that the 1/4 ounce gold coin is graded. So that should give you some confidence as well. They are. The pamps aren't graded, but they're pretty neat. Let's see. Buying Labubus is like buying girls' cards. Here's a little tummy. Here's... This girl also showing a tummy. Here's a girl and she's got a platter. Here's this saucy, sticky girl. Girl with one eyeball hiding behind her bangs. We are. Okay. Okay. Here's cool hipster race car goth girl, maybe. Bunny girl chibi. Oh, that's Naga. That's the one you're looking for. Haha. Ta-da. All right, here, I'll give you a little top loader for it. You've been chasing this one for a little while. Hey, he got the card he wanted, guys. Mister, you're just jealous you don't have Labubu. Is Nikke supposed to be based off an anime or something? Nikke is supposed to be based off of the male fantasy, a.k.a. men's wet dreams, a.k.a. we think with our penises. Here's a woman in a tub and scientist girl, sort of. Ta-da! Okay. I've been buying from JM Bullion. Nice. Let's see. I'll have this boob nearly slipping out of traditional Japanese garment girl. Boop. All right. Now the Gem 2 box. This is a rather large order. Did you guys know that this is a $300 order? Holy schmolies, dude. It's a big one. They're going deep. Grabbing a box of these. So Naga's been pulled so far. That's good because the OP boxes weren't super hot. So it's nice to have something go right. I've been looking for that. Super jealous. So is the Naga card a little more valuable, a little more popular? There could be another one in the box, by the way. I believe I have 2 sealed boxes left. And what we have noticed is that there are often duplicates of the same signature in the case. So there's 2 boxes left in the case, and it was not totally surprised me if another Naga popped out right away. That being said, we don't know if that would happen. I'm just saying we have pulled multiples of a few of them now. There we go. So it is possible for multiples of Naga to be in there. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Morning, Mister. Going back in on Halo today. Ooh, very fun set, man. Here's Mombrion. It's Mombrion. Okay, pack number 1. Pack number 2. Sylveon Master Ball. Master Ball Umbreon. Little stamp Eevee. That looks lovely. Here's little stamp Jolteon. So lovely. So lovely. Here's a little Vaporeon. Did you see my previous message? Just want to make sure you didn't think I was making accusations. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Here we are. Oh, you're referring to like gold and silver and all that. No, you're probably just thinking out loud. I didn't think it the other way. Here's a little Umbreon. I like to crawl around in the grass so all the little birds don't see me. It's Big Fat Worm crawling on the ground. The other day I saw a robin and he flew after me and I crawled away into the thick of the grass and got away. Wow, this worm is living an insane life. That is a crazy story. Here's Leafeon and here's Jolteon. Nikke is a video game. No, it's not. Nikke is a set of small stories. Okay, here's Leafeon. Leafeon stamp. And, okay, no AR in this box. That does happen. I swear this never happens. No AR in this box. ARs are every couple of boxes, it feels. Sometimes you get real lucky and you just get it box after box. Sometimes you get it every couple of boxes. It's just a little bit random. If you pull a nice Umbreon, sell it to me. I need one. All right. 2 packs Opus 1, 3 packs Pokemon White. White. All right, 2 packs Pokemon White. Did I say 2? 3 packs Pokemon White. Cool. White. All right. Let's see. 2 Final Fantasy Opus 1s. Oh. I can't wait till next year when DB comes back from the bathroom. Back from my bathroom break. Oh my God, dude. It was nice of him to check in, say hi, see how things are going. All right. I think that was cool. I'm glad he did that. Okay, and sneaking this. Okay. Tossing these. Are those the thick packs? For what? Pokemon White? No. These are just standard packs of Pokemon White. Oh. Swanna. This makes me Swanna open more packs. And hey, Master Ball time. This is the middle evolution, though. That sucks. It's always better to get the starter evolution or the end evolution. Nobody really collects the middle evolution. Isn't that weird? I mean, sometimes they do, like when it's a starter, right? But for most cards, that's not true. Aerith, that's nice. Little Moog. Mime Chemist. Bart's Yuna. Okay, pack number 1. Not a crazy pack. So to be specific, let me show you one of the best pulls out of this set. Look, you're trying to pull this exact card. You're trying to pull this exact card right here. This Cloud, Opus 1 Cloud. Printed in 2016. It's about 10 years ago now. Very interesting. Okay, now. Knight, Ifrit, Thief, Dark Knight, Archer, Dark Knight, Summoner. Ah, no luck. Yuffie, EX Death. X Death. Alright, no luck here. No luck here. On those Opus 1s, And there we go. Okay, so, and these are to be shipped with Steven. So the only thing I have to say about that is this is such a large edition that it might be too heavy now. I think, where does stuff go? Did I already move it? Did it already ship? It's interesting. I'm trying to remember when we actually did that. So this is, oh no, this is Steven's bag right here. I got it. Okay, good. So what was the weight on this? Oh, did I not write the weight down? Well, we'll throw it in. We'll see what they say. Sometimes if the weight is really far off, they don't like that. But they usually just charge my account if the weight is really far off. I don't know, maybe I'll cancel the label and make a new one. Might be time to cancel the label. Give me a second here. I don't mind getting it all done because this is a really large order. I had a huge crush on Cloud when I was a teen. Oh, Cloud, huh? Who did I have a crush on? I can't remember. I don't remember having a lot of crushes on TV characters. I think like I could look at a TV character and think, okay, this character's kind of sexy. But there was never a point where I was like attracted, you know? Misty was cute. Yeah. I think everyone thought that. Here's Steven. Click. I had a huge crush on Cloud. I already read that. Cloud, Tifa, Sephiroth seems like the only good ones inside of Final Fantasy. No, there's some exceptions. All right. So we're going to cancel this one. Let's see if it allows me. Not eligible. Okay, well, how heavy did I make the label? I made it 1 pound, huh? Isn't that annoying? I should have made it a much heavier one. I feel like this is 1 pound. I tell you what, I'm going to give you some free shipping on this round. Since the other shipment didn't go as planned. Let's get a free round. We'll get this all shipped out. It's a big order anyways. You know what? We might as well delete the other guy out of our address book too, by the way, right? So let me search for this. Give me a minute, almost there. It is Steve Gonzalez. I'm going to get rid of Steve Gonzalez so we don't accidentally use that ever again. We don't want that to happen. And now we're going to go get the correct Steven Gonzalez. Haha, very good. And now let's make a fresh label for this one. We'll make this label extra heavy in case we make any changes to it later. Okay. So, Steven, I got you set up with 2 shipments now. We're just waiting for a price update. Kim Possible. Yeah, Kim Possible. She was kind of sexy, wasn't she? It's so weird that she would have gotten with Ron. Or, wait, what was the name of the doofy blonde-haired guy? It wasn't Ron, was it? Oh, I don't even remember his name. What was his name? He had the little the mole rat. There we go. Yes, it was. Okay, there we go. And we'll hit print. Very nice. There we go. Okay. Maybe April from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, so we've got two bags with 2 labels now. That's what we got going on. Good. Bag number 1. I had a huge crush on Britney Spears. It's funny. All right, good. Okay, we'll grab this. That's where the long tummy stuff comes from, eh? There we go. All right. Ready? Put this in here. Aha. Fresh bag with the lip that doesn't want to peel. Come on, man. Why does it do this? Every box of bags is different, I swear to God. Wonderful haul. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Good. I could change my name to Day Toke Our Job. Many people don't know this, but Ash was actually quite the player. Oh, man. That's right. Ash had multiple girlfriends all the time. Ash had multiple boyfriends all the time. He was quite the player. There we go. Cavemen like shiny paper. Paper shiny. Now we have an order from our good friend, Sarah Dussenberry. 4 shiny treasures, 40 for my slab away. You got it, Miss Sarah. So we're going to jump over here to Sarah. Sarah. Clicking on this. This goes to $105 remaining. And then 4 of the shiny treasures. Where are we hiding the shiny treasures? Sarah, you wouldn't hide the shiny treasures from me. You're not like that. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. There we go. Ta-da! Good. Snipping this. Very nice. Haha, Beavis Butthole, the most responsible teens ever. My Valentine and Dark Magician Girl. Tossing this over here. All right. Here's... Ho-ho! Squawkabilly! Big hit. Make room, everybody. Squawkabilly has been pulled. Step aside. Oh, you got the snail! Woo! We love the snail! So this is what I'm talking about. How's this a Pokemon? This could be a creature in just about any video game, any game, and you would not think of it. This does not look like a Pokemon. It just doesn't. It's not expressive. Like if this was a killable bad guy in a game like Elden Ring or something, I'd be like, sure it is. You know, if they just have like a little snail crawling around on the ground, you could like kill it. How are you supposed to know there's a Pokemon other than the fact that Pokemon tells you it's a Pokemon? Doesn't look like this. Kind of looks like a Pokemon. Doesn't look like a Pokemon from the Gen 1 or Gen 2 era. So it's post Gen 3 era, right? Or Gen 4, let's say. Post Gen 4. But this doesn't even look like a Pokemon at all. Well, what am I looking at? I don't know. I guess these are supposed to be like little eyes. I've seen that, but are they false eyes? Are they real eyes? I don't know. Crazy. Looks like it belongs in Avatar: Last Airbender. That's what I'm saying. Like, what am I looking at? Come on, Pokebone. Man, I love this Slowbro. He's a nice card. I like it. He's pretty. He's shiny. He's pretty bizarre. Okay. And... oh, Pidgeotto. Pidgeot. Mister, have you heard of something called Invader Zim? Oh my gosh, I had this Hot Topic girlfriend who was so obsessed with Invader Zim. And this was before Invader Zim was like a nostalgic retro thing, right? This was, you know, I was like 18 and dating this girl, and she was like showing me Invader Zim, and she was so excited to show it to me, like I was gonna love it so much. I remember thinking, I was like, this is so stupid, dude. I remember thinking that. I really did have trouble with that one. I mean, it was okay. There it is. It was mostly all style. The stories weren't that complex at all. Look at that. Ooh. There we go. What's wrong with the Zim? Don't like beans. I did end up selling a lot of Invader Zim product. I sold that because, you know, Hot Topic was part of my rotation for my eBay store. I would travel to Hot Topic to check out the clearance aisles, and you know they had like seasons where you could predict where, and I don't remember it anymore, but you could predict when the product was going to be on sale, and you just go scoop it all up and toss it up on eBay for the original price, not the clearance price, the original price, and people would be like, sure, I'll buy that. Dexter's Laboratory was goated. Dexter's was okay. That one's really old. Here we are. Unfortunately, I didn't really have cable. I didn't have Dish Network until much later, and my parents didn't like that kind of stuff. They didn't like those cartoons. Here's Sarah. Ooh. So I did get to watch it on occasion, maybe at a friend's house or something like that, but I didn't really watch it. You know, like I didn't watch all of it. So there's a great deal of that I missed out on, that I didn't have to miss out on. Yeah. I remember we'd go on vacations to like Kansas City to hang out with our extended family, and sometimes us kids would get our own hotel room God, that was such an amazing vacation. We'd get our own hotel room. It'd be like a double-decker hotel room with the downstairs and an upstairs and 2 bathrooms, right? So this is what my parents like to do. They put us off into that hotel room. And then they would get their own hotel room, just the 2 of them, right next to ours. And it'd just be 2 people, right? Smaller one. So they'd kick us off over into the big one. They'd go off to the small one, probably a smooch, and make another kid. And we'd be, you know, hanging from the chandeliers, turning on everything we could on the TVs. Because like, whoa, look, it's cable, guys. It's cable. It was so crazy back then when we'd go out. Here's Janice, 20 pokey shuffles. Need the good luck. Oh my gosh, I don't know about that, man. 20 pokey shuffles. Let's see what happens, Janice. Good morning, Mr. Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Yeah, like that was okay. I don't know. Courage was okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think one of the best cartoons I ever did watch, though, is definitely Adventure Time. I'm still a huge fan of that. You actually find Adventure Time cards up on this table from time to time. It is. That show was so good. After like maybe like season 2 or season 3, that show starts getting really good for some reason. It's like much better than it should have been because it's supposed to just be like a kid's show. It is. I remember when I was introduced to it, I had a friend of mine who, he was a real nice guy. I helped him out when oh, that's cold. Really? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, this is sticking. Oh, it was sticking. Oh, we better be careful with that. That was sticking. All right, we better be careful with that. You know why I was sticking, right? Because of the ink. The ink made it stick. Okay. All right, we better look into that Entei real fast. I mean, missing an entire round, that's a catastrophe. Let's take a quick look into this Entei. I think it's the Holo Entei. The Tag Holo Entei. That's a tough round. That's a risky thing to do in that box, man. Oh, there it is. Lovely Entei. Okay, that's 2022 Incandescent Arcana Entei. Here, since it's so expensive, I'll give you the nice sleeve. How does that sound? Okay. I'm sorry. What a tough round. Almost impossibly tough, but luckily there was actually some kind of pull. So you can't control what comes out of that box, man. Oh, there it goes. Bit of dust there. I love this music that's playing. This is from Yoshi's Story. Very clever. It has like a southern country style or something to it. But it's like this relaxing type of music. There we go. Okay, why are the cards sticky, mister? Ah, man, they're all sticky. Oh, it's all sticky. Any Halo slabs at the moment? Yeah, we have one Halo slab on the table. It's in an SGC slab holder. I believe it's $55. There it is. Oh, look how nice that is. That's crazy nice. Whoa, the slab's so clean, you can see the fold in the back. That's crazy. Okay. I've heard this song so many times now. There you go. It's just the same music playing all the time. Good. Sorry about that. Kind of a tough round. Zachary Stekskowski, he says, 15 of the OP12s. 15 of them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Ew, tag slabs. You don't like them? I like them a lot, actually. Tags, they're newer than PSA. They're newer, but they're a real contender, man. They're a real contender. They're slab quality, very beautiful. And then the style where it's sort of like minimalism, it works. It really does. It sells the card. Actually, I've been selling tag slabs for a while now, and they will sell for premium. They'll actually sell for more than a PSA 10 of the same card. There are people who like it so much, they'll actually pay more for that than a PSA 10. It is. And their grade report is really an impressive thing. It helps people believe in the grade. So you're not wondering, oh, are these guys just handing grades out all day? You go, oh, yeah, that's probably worth that. It is. There we go. Still got Korean Nikke boxes. Thinking for trying for Naga one more time. We have, I believe, 2 boxes left. Just 2 sealed boxes. We might have an open one as well. I don't know if we have an open one. Yeah, we got an open one. We got an open one, okay? We got a big open one, and it's got most of the packs in it. And then we've got 2 sealed ones. That's what we got left. You could definitely try for Naga. Again, we do have duplicate signatures coming out of that case. So it does make a little bit of sense that it might get pulled twice. It is. I love tag slabs. Yeah, tag slabs is a real competitor. Right now, I'd say in the grading business, tag has become a major competitor for both CGC and PSA. Ooh, look at that. Tag might not have the reputation that they have, and it might not have the infrastructure. But if it did have the infrastructure, and if it did have a little more reputation, it would be a real competitor. Okay. So you did pull the hit out there, huh? Look at that. You pulled out the water palm paws guy, huh? It's like a teddy bear or something. Here's this, Mr. Zach. Here's your SP. Very nice. Quit hot gluing the cards. Ta-da. Here's a hollow. Poor Karis, man. She cut her thumb real deep. That's why she interrupted the stream the other day. She was like, do I need to go to the doctor? I was like, we're not going to the doctor. You're going to get an infection. But she was cutting bread. Dude, the way she handles knives, I'm scared to stand around her. Although I've cut my hand before pretty bad. Like, I still got a scar right here. That's a scar. Do you see that on my finger? That's actually a scar from where I cut myself. Cut myself like that a while back when I was a kid, actually. I was making tacos. Yeah, I was on taco duty. And I believe I was cutting lettuce. And Wind Waker was out because when I cut my finger real bad, I got kicked out of the kitchen. It's like, get out of here. And I was like, sweet, I want to go play some video games. I've cut my finger before. Cut my fingers a lot, I guess. But she cut her fingers with a bread knife, bro. Oh my God, a bread knife. How you cut your hand with a bread knife, dude? You'd be cutting your hand with, what next? A butter knife? No way, bro. You can't be doing that. But sometimes I see her handling knives in the kitchen and I go, you're going to cut yourself. And she's like, oh, I'll be careful. So, Zach, I see you have a bag down here. It's a really large bag. Do you have another one? That's Wald Beer. Ooh, you guys are starting to get really large bags saved up. You and Wald Beer. I hate a lot of deep knife scars. I have a lot of deep knife scars on my left pointing finger. Left pointing finger. Oh, that's this one. Yeah, oops. Yeah, I was just cutting too fast. I was too fast. I was a kid, though. I was pretty young. I might have been like 14 or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, I was a real deep cut, and it left a scar. There we go. There should be 2 bags. Yes, I'm sure you have 2 bags. There are a lot of bags down there, so I'm going to set that there, and we'll grab that because it's right at the top. So now you got 3 bags. What I know about you, Zach, is whenever you choose to ship, we'll have to go through all the boxes to look for all the bags. It's Larry on the river, or Larry on the river. Yeah, I said that right. I think it's Larry on the lake. Isn't that right? Larry on the lake. 2 Hidden Trials packs. Hidden Trials. Oh, that's these. That's these. Okay. Reaching for them. Here they are. 2 Hidden Trials for Mr. Larry. Now, your name is not Larry here. It's Josh Hiles. So what do I do here? There are. I hate this worm guy stories. What does he think this is, a Bug's Life movie? Last month, a teacher and a student picked me up off the ground and put me in this box for a project. I don't know what it was, so I hurried up and crawled out of there. Oh my God, dude. All right, very nice. Tossing this. What do we got? Here's Nalapa, Caius, Lillicet. Ooh. Ha-ha. Ta-da. Gladiolus, Elua. Oh. Cut my thumb off with the angle grinder. They put it back on, but can't bend all the way. You're serious? You really cut your thumb off? You cut your finger off with an angle grinder? What's an angle grinder? I'm going to look that up. I did so much work with the bandsaw, and the old guys who would buy like our wood from us, they were always like, we can't believe you've kept all your fingers. Angle grinder. And I tell that story a lot. Oh, I see. Ooh, that sucks, dude. What did it like? Did it jump? Did it bounce? It probably like jerked and touched your finger. Ooh, that sounds painful, man. Anyways, yeah, you know who works in woodworking? Old men. Old men work in woodworking. So, Larry, let's see. Larry S. No, this is Lance S. Here's a Lewis. Eric Rodriguez. Larry Ellis. Oh, Larry Ellis. Mr. Larry Ellis. It's Larry on the lake. I don't know where your bag is, Larry. Okay, these boxes are getting really full these days. Here's Luke. Here's Lake of Rage. Here's Lady Cuddle Cactus from 1124. Louis Barrera. Lindsay Pollard. Lindsay in the bag. I wonder if she ever wants to ship her stuff. Maybe not. Here's under the box. So this box is Eric, Lorenzo, Louis, Ethan, Ernest, Aaron, and Eric Beltran. Eric Beltran, huh? Okay. So then here's another box with L's in it. Here's Lance, Lewis, like LaFlame. Oh, LaFlame. So I knew LaFlame had a bag. Larson, Mr. Larson, huh? I hate deli slicer. People hurt themselves cleaning that mofo. Ugh, scary. Yes. Okay, so you're not there. So you must be in the very last box, and there you are in the very last box. That's so annoying. I put you in the very last box, the fourth box. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Box number 3 has plenty of room in it. I don't make any sense sometimes. Okay. There it goes. Is that empty? Oh, it is empty. Good. Okay, and what is this? This is a clearance. Throw that over there. The left side of the table gets the empty brake bags, so sometimes you get a big buildup of those. Old men can definitely work that wood, am I right? Yeah. They love doing stuff like wood carving and just all kinds of wood crafting. So that's your primary customer when you run a wood shop. And they're always showing off which finger they lost. Oh yeah, I lost my... That maybe not the whole finger sometimes, maybe just like the tip of your finger, and they got the rest, and it's just like a stub, and they're like, it's fine. So what the hell? Oh, dude, this is a dangerous hobby. Kyle Summers 2 Hollow Shuffles. You got it, Kyle Summers. One, two, three. 1, 2. Oops. There we go. So, 2 cold ones. Ah, man, 2 cold ones. Let's put in this German Wati. German Wati. These are surprisingly pricey because the German Neo cards are quite rare. These are exceptionally rare cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I know what you think. When you think Poke Shuffles, you think to yourself, pricey German cards. It is. Yeah, the vintage German Pokemon cards are really expensive. Wadi? His name's really Wadi? Oh, because it's in German. There you go. Who won the second Victini? Is still running. Still running. Let's see. There it is. Up to 17, by the way. Here's 6 going in. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15. So 6 on 11. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Team Rocket Grunt says, let's get 1 prismatic and 2 pokey shuffles. You got it. 1 prismatic, 2 pokey shuffles. Come on, prismatic. Give us what we want. Please. There you go. Oh, there's Scooby-Doo trading cards coming out. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? This was a show that was made in the 70s. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Yoinks. Nah, I don't know, dude. Mella. Smells like hella. There you go, Team Rocket Grunt. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Didn't that Velma show get made and people really didn't like it because it was like super political? Too much politics. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Oh yeah. There's one thing I remember about Scooby-Doo is all of their takes on postmodernist politics. Modern era politics. That's my favorite thing about it. When I think Shaggy and Scooby, I think how they're feminist allies. They are. Okay, they probably are. Let's toss these over here. He seems like a pretty chill dude. He's probably not all worried about all that stuff. Like toxic masculinity. Here's Philip Webb. 3 pokey shuffles, 1 box of the Korean Terror Festival. All right, you got it. Mr. Philip, good luck. Everybody only pop up when they want free ones. Fake fans. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, we want conversation. Somebody conversate with us. You think this free slab is free? You got to say stuff like, hey, did you see the weather outside? Weather. All right, that's cold. 1 box Korean Terror Festival. Korean Terror Festival, you say? Okay. Scooby-Doo is propaganda by Big Sandwich to sell more deli meat. I knew it! That's Big Sandwich. Oh, you're getting duped by Big Sandwich, huh? How do you think rich people stay rich? Well, that's actually probably pretty easy. Once you understand money, staying rich is probably not too hard. But there's a bit of luck involved. And no matter what, even a rich guy like Charlie Munger, remember Charlie Munger? That was Warren Buffett's trading partner. And he was a billionaire. And he died. So no matter how rich you are, you die. But you want to know how they stay rich? They probably do a combination of some risk-taking and some conservative money protection. So probably a little combination of both. And it's probably very easy. Especially if they're the ones who made the money, they probably know all about money. There's a lot of young people who lose lots of money that they inherited. They're like the sickly Victorian children of the wealthy. And actually, I kind of think of us that way. Millennials, Gen Z, whatever comes after Gen Z. Nowadays, we're all like sick, hypochondriac, depression, anxiety, can't buy a home, all these problems, you know, and lots of mental problems. We're like the sickly Victorian children of the new age. We inherited this great economy, sort of, maybe not, but we live in a great country, and yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know, something's changed over the years. Something's changed over the years about humanity. Falling testosterone rates or something, I don't know. I'm not sure. Something, I don't know if it's quite that. The internet has changed us, has turned us into something new and amorphous. Ooh. All right. Those are some thoughts I have. You might disagree. All right. Isn't it funny how we say rich people take a risk when most of the richest people in the world are actually subsidized businesses by regular people's capital? Well, they really do take risks, though, you know, right? Like, you know, a rich guy can lose his money. It's not impossible for rich people to lose money. Actually, they have the most to lose. If you have no money, you're not going to lose any money. So people who have a lot of capital, let's say you put it into some kind of startup or into some kind of business, and that business actually goes under, you lose some money. You really do. But you're right. It's pretty easy for them to protect themselves and make smart moves. It's not that hard. But the people who lose the money are the children who inherit it. They almost inevitably squander it. A study shows that children generally do squander all of their parents' money. Actually, I wonder if ChatGPT or Gemini could talk about that real fast. Let's see. How common is it for children to squander their inheritance? And I'll say cite a study. There you go. Studies on generational wealth transfer and inheritance consistently show a high rate of wealth loss over subsequent generations. While it's difficult to pinpoint the exact percentage for every case, a commonly cited statistic comes from a 20-year study by Williams Group, a wealth consultancy. According to the study, which examined 3,200 wealthy families, 70% of them lose all of their wealth by the second generation, and 90% of those families lose all of their wealth by the third generation. This is a phenomenon referred to as shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations, a saying that exists in various forms across many cultures. Wow. Wow. So there it is. The person who makes all that money had something about them that made them good with money. It made them strive for like a high score, to do something to like protect that money and build it up and invest it. And then when you're just some dopey ass kid who inherits it, you didn't earn any of it. You don't have a concept of how hard it is to earn. You're not skilled at protecting it. You lose it all. 90% gone in 3 generations. Think about that, guys. Really, I feel like it helps to know those things because, you see extravagant wealth being passed around, and it's kind of disheartening to see. But the truth is, the people who are so wealthy, they die just like we all die, and then their kids tend to lose that money too. So it's not as bad as it could be. Here it is. Let's see. Oh, Delibird. It's all about what you do in your lifetime and how you handle your own money and your own wealth and your own investment and the things that you take risks on. Here it is. And the next generation will do whatever the next generation does. Apparently squander it. That was, by the way, I thought that was a really nice thing to look up. I like that we do that. We think about these kind of things. So basically what that study just told me is if I put together this fantastic Pokemon card collection, and then I have a kid or two, and I pass all these cards off to these kids, they'll either squander the cards or the kids after them will squander the cards. Somebody is going to lose all of my Pokemon cards because they decide one day, you know what? We don't want Grandpa's Pokemon cards. We're bored of them. Or we don't want great-grandpa's cards or some crap like that, right? And so they'll take them and they'll trade them in for, I don't know, maybe like a nice house or something. I don't know what you would do with them. But, Philip Webbs, you ready? Woo! All right. Mr. Phillips having a great night. Pulling that Umbreon. Hell yeah, dude. Wow, beautiful. Someday, Philip, these Terra Festival packs will be insanely expensive, and so few people will get this experience. Philip Webb, you're having kind of a stinky night tonight. You had, you opened a total of, 11 Poke Shuffles with no luck. Oh, it's the camera's trying to focus all over and over again. And then you just kept going, and you got something out of Terra Festivals. How crazy, dude. Wow. Look at that. No way. Is he watching? Philip Webb, while we were talking about wealth transfer and squandering, pulled a beautiful. So, Mr. Philip, if you save this card for your children or your children's children, they'll probably squander it. That is the data suggests it will be squandered. All right. Whew. Never stop before the big hit. I know. Here it is. Maybe a Master Ball in here next. Let's see if we get a nice Master Ball. Yes, you have the most to lose. But all that happens is that you just file for bankruptcy and you're all right. And there's very easy ways to just hide assets. That's when you go bankrupt. Here we go. Look at that. Bouffalant. Well, I can't speak on bankruptcy from any kind of experience, and people who were rich and did go through bankruptcy might not totally agree. Here we are. Oh, all right, very nice. And so you might be referring to like having your company go bankrupt, but you don't go bankrupt. So the banks can't go after your personal belongings. I think that's probably what you're talking about. Oops, here's Flareon. Very nice. All right. Ooh. A rich person can lose their money very quickly if they get something like cancer, and it requires a lot of specialists, a lot of money, and you're in America paying for all these doctors and just run through all your money really rapidly. Unless you're somebody with like $10 million or $20 million. Like, it depends on how wealthy you're talking. You're talking about somebody with like $1 or $2 million. That's considered wealthy, right? And you can lose all that in one cancer. One cancer, you lose all that money, I bet. Totally disrupt your life. You still got a cost of living. You got all these expensive surgeries. So you're just one serious illness away from losing a lot of that wealth. But yeah, I mean, if you're somebody with like $20 million or something, you'll probably be okay. All right, but don't forget, the ultra wealthy people, when you think about it, there's not that many people with that amount of wealth. It's pretty rare. It is. Very nice. All right. So you're really talking about an unusual group of people. There we go. I guess the real question you could ask is, what makes people so consistent about wanting to work on something like that? Here it is. I like going to work. I always have liked going to work. I think that's a great character trait if you want to build wealth. A person with the personality type where you love going to work. That's a perfect personality type for building wealth. You got to have it. It's like a perk in your video game character. Okay, so you got a video game character, and you can have all kinds of skills, or personality traits on that character. And it's like, well, you better level up the. Let's say it's an RPG. You better level up the trait for loving to go to work, because if you have a passion for working all day long, you might end up wealthy. Not for sure, but much easier than the guy who hates going to work, right? If you don't like going to work, you will struggle to build up money. There it is. You'll always struggle. You have to love going to work. You have to be like, this is my whole thing. This is my vibe. I like being here. One house fire, all gone. Well, maybe not really. One house fire could destroy some Poke cards in this house, sadly, but a lot of things get insured. So, house fire, your house is insured against a house fire, unless probably something that wasn't part of the insurance caused the fire. I don't know. But your house is insured from fire. One wrong word to your girlfriend, you lose it all. That's true, actually. No, that's a good one. So you could lose maybe even up to half of all your net worth just from having a divorce. So that one's actually pretty scary, yeah. Yeah, that was true. Here's Luke Laurie for Halo Upper Deck. Let's see. Bill Maher talks about that one. He says, one of the reasons I'm wealthy, this is Bill Maher's words. He says, one of the reasons I'm wealthy is because I never got married. So he said, as a result, I never went through a divorce, and so I never lost half my stuff. I'm like, dang, it's crazy to think about. Then on the other hand, I mean, I'd say being married has been part of what's helped me build wealth. So it's different stories for different people. I've built some wealth, and I'd say part of that story was getting married to the right girl. Karis is a kind of person who doesn't like to spend. She likes to save. Guess what? Me too. I don't like to spend. I like to save. So you put a couple like that together and then give us work, give us good jobs, and let's say we both like to work. You got a pathway to wealth. That's it. It's just personality traits, I think. I really do think a lot of it's just personality traits. All right, you ready? Oops. All right. I've just lived very frugally while working very hard. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Ding ding, saying exactly what I'm saying. Just like working really hard and then saving everything up. That's it. And, it's kind of an odd thing, isn't it? Ooh, look at that. Actually, there's that one YouTuber who's doing very well right now for his, he became like a political YouTuber. What's his name? He's that guy, he like wears a white shirt. He's got a little beardy thing. He's the stakes. What's that guy's name? Here we are. Very nice. God, I can never remember that guy's name. We are, ooh, profit or regret. One bad snake bite and it all goes. I was okay living very cheap in my young ages so that now I can ski in the Alps and be fine. Yeah, and Karis and I are exactly like that. We are. We don't tend to do much. We don't tend to spend much, except for on Pokemon cards. No, not Destiny. Destiny's interesting too, though. He's more on the Democrat side. Who's the guy I'm thinking of? His name is it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of his name. We are. I know he puts out a lot of content because I'll just be scrolling through my YouTube and he'll have like 50 videos up or some crap like that. Oh yeah, Asmongold. So we are. There you go. So that guy kind of reminds me of a guy who would get very wealthy. He's got a high income and then he doesn't probably spend it on anything because he's not the kind to spend money. Well, that's exactly how Karis is. Karis is just like that guy in that way. She would be happy if she bought like a blanket and then she just had like a little drawing pad and maybe like a cat or something like that, or maybe a little pet. That's it. She doesn't actually need anything. She doesn't... Some people, they have like a need for extravagance. Some people are very extravagant. I don't know why that is. They have a sense of fashion. Karis and I don't have a sense of... We're not very fashionable. We're not fashionable people. So some people have a strong sense of fashion and they want to have things look good and be bougie. And they want the finest this, the finest that. We're not like that. We're just not like that. It's not a personality trait. And Karis especially. She just... It's a very fascinating thing. It's a very fascinating thing. Ooh, look at this Cortana. I can tell it's full-on personality type. You will recognize it. It's like a computer scientist personality type. Here it is. Like if I wore my shirt backwards, she might not notice. She'd be like, hey, how are you today? It's kind of like that, And so she's a very hard worker. She's smart and makes a killing. And then we just don't spend it. No, we don't spend it on anything. And then I'm over here. I'm into Pokemon card trading like it's a video game almost, right? So I love video games. I always have. That's why the Economist was successful, is just because of my passion for that style of thinking. And, betting on the cards, I would do it even if it didn't make money. If it wasn't money related, but it's because it's using a part of my brain I really enjoy. I just love thinking about or predicting markets. I like predicting markets. Thinking about, hey, how do we become more productive? Where should this money go in this thing? Where should I place my biggest bet? I love doing that kind of stuff. It is. So maybe Pokemon cards for me are almost like what crypto is for a crypto bro to some degree. It is. And then I'm the same way as her. I don't buy anything. All my clothing all used to be from like Goodwill. And I'd strictly have some Goodwill clothing. Ooh, Halo 4, the story so far. So this round, not super hot. You got one transparent card, but it's the dang scientist again. You got the dang scientist twice. Man, she is not the card to collect. You need like Master Chief transparent. And we're not seeing any numbered cards so far. So I would probably keep going on this if I were you. Because that whatever's in the box that's really good is probably around the corner. That's my thoughts on that, okay? But so, I make all this money maybe on Pokemon cards. I definitely have some Pokemon wealth now, and I could liquidate it and spend it on something. But what would I buy that would make me happy? I can't think of anything. I could buy a comfier couch maybe. I could buy another shirt. I don't know. There's nothing for me to buy other than Pokemon cards. I would probably just buy more Pokemon. That's it. So that's what it is. That's what it's all about. That's how wealth ends up being built for a lot of people, is just because they have an odd personality type, and that's what does it. I don't like spending money. I actually hate spending money, except for like on gold, stocks, Pokemon cards, something like that, real estate. I don't like to spend it on anything else. And that's the golden combination, the trifecta, the whatever it is you need, the secret sauce. That's how you find out somebody has built up some wealth and somebody else has not. It's just some weird difference in some personalities. I knew this was a thing already because when I was younger, I remember a family of 11 kids. I always talk about this. I say my family was like a eugenics program for me because we all came from the same two parents. And you could see traits of those parents in each brother and sister. But we were really different from each other in certain ways, key aspects. And so in my family, I was like really weird because all I wanted to do was save. And then I had other siblings. The moment they had money, it was gone. They'd spend it instantly. And I knew we were very different that way. And yet I knew we were born from the same parents. So same genetic source, very different personalities for some reason. All right, Mr. Luke, you get a fresh bag for that. So I knew we had to be very different for some reason. And these differences are really a big deal. They are. Very nice. Okay. One bad waifu and it's all gone. The kids will be gone camping with their mom too. I don't know what I'm going to do. Lego minifigures be expensive nowadays. Oh, I was in Target today. We went on a walk in Target. And, Target was one of the places we went walking. And they had reworked the Target store. And so now there's 3 aisles for Legos. Did you catch that? 3? There are freaking 3 aisles just for Legos. Wow. And then we went to a grocery store, and I noticed in the aisle that has the cereal, they sold Legos. There was this little section, and it just had like modern Lego sets, like expensive sets for sale in the cereal aisle. And I was like, what the hell? Jesus Christ, dude. Lego's taking over, man. That is popular. Lego's always been pretty popular. I enjoyed it a lot as a kid. So the Ethereum of $120, I'm going to write that down. Who was that for again? I'm not ready to service that one yet. I just want to make sure I know who it's for. It's probably Justin. Let's see. Justin says... he said 16 151 Chinese and 5 Pokey Shuffles. And then how much? 5 Pokey Shuffles. Okay. There you go. Very nice. All right. I've seen grown-ass men buying Legos, says for some reason. Denmark made a very good business. Yeah, Denmark's doing very good on Lego. Kind of like Japan has Pokemon, Denmark has Lego. Very cool. Steven Gonzalez is actually next. 2 tiers of the planet and 1 black and white pack. Okay, thank you for that. He didn't want me to confuse it with Pokemon Black Flame. All right, and Pokemon Black. There goes. One wrong step on a Lego and your life is over. There it goes. Snipping this. Yeah, I live a pretty modest life. Karis and I have a decent house together, but we live in a cheap house in Missouri. It's Missouri, so no one wants to live here, and the house is really affordable. And then we share one vehicle. So we have one working vehicle that we share. Karis doesn't drive herself anywhere. She doesn't like to drive. And then we don't go out too much. We cook most of our meals at home. I was bragging about having a $35 Chinese buffet today. Most of my clothing is like 10 years old. I've got some fresh shirts, though. They're from Walmart. And I own a pair of sandals. And then a worn-out pair of tennis shoes from when I used to work for Coca-Cola. And that's it, you know. Yeah, really, really simple. We have our TVs and we have some Xboxes. We played some Elden Ring tonight together. That's what we did. We played some Elden Ring. We really don't do much. It is. Ooh. Okay, let's grab a bag. And all that extra money went straight into Pokemon cards for the whole time for 6 years. And that has been a crazy good move. For now, assuming Pokemon cards don't reverse. That has been a crazy good move for me. We are. You can make a new bag if needed. No, it's good. That fit into the current bag. So now we have an order. Is that it? I think we are ready for Justin's then. Yes, we're ready for Justin's. Here it is. So 16 of the 151 Chinese and 5 Pokey Shuffles. You got it. I want my old Bionicles back from when I was a kid. Oh, man. I had the brown one and the black one. There were 6 Bionicles, and I had the 3 older brothers, me and the 2 younger ones. We decided we'd each pick 2 colors, and I let my brothers pick their colors first. So I got the 2 lamest ones. I got the black one and the brown one. I was like, damn it. Here we are. I should have gone first. I never forgot that. So, but we stuck to that. And as they brought out new, they brought out new stuff all the time, we'd stick to the colors that we originally started with. That was such a good brand, Bionicles. And then I feel like it just fell off. I don't know why they stopped it. It's sad that they gave up on it. What a cool brand. I played the computer game for Bionicles. No, it wasn't the computer game. No, there was a computer game for Connects. I remember that. Connects had a computer game. And then Bionicle had a game for the Xbox, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Best to you and those 151 China. I hope you pull a Master Ball. My little brother and I have all of them. Nice. There we go. Well, that was another thing I actually left behind when I left. We had not sold those, so if you had simply held on to them, they would have been expensive. But I don't worry about those as much. They don't feel as collectible. Oh my God, that's a cold round. It's crazy how the Pokey Shuffle can be cold, 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 and then one person can pull all the heat in a single round. There it goes. All right, so 16 of the Chinese. You got it. China. Oops. Tossing these around. I still remember the trip to Fred Meyer's to buy them with our dad for the first time. Longest car ride and on the way. What the hell is this Bionicles? Like a trading card? He doesn't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bionicles is a popular Lego figure. Yeah, it was like a Lego figure. And it was like this humanoid mechanical figure where you could twist a gear on the back and they'd swing their weapon around. And they'd wear these masks. And they were like the masks of power. And the masks were all sort of like inspired by, I don't know, like African tribe masks or something like that. Like if you just go look it up online, you'll see it. And it was just a really cool thing. You could kind of battle them a little bit. You know, you'd swing the weapons at each other and somebody would knock somebody's mask off. It was fun. And that came out for kids, and I was a kid, and my brothers were kids, and we all played with them, and it was really fun. What you could do is if you had a bunch of leftover parts from other Lego sets, you could actually kind of edit them. So we'd do that. We'd like build them up all cool and strange. All right, so let me go get some more 151s. Ha-ha! Here we are. Okay. There we go. There we go. Nice. So we need 16 of these 151s. Toaster strudel time. Yeah. Oh, no, not the toaster strudels. There we go. Troy, I think what you meant to say was you're having a delicious cup of toaster strudels. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Yeah, that sounds really good, actually. Toaster strudels, too. There we are. Tossing this away. Very nice. All right. Toaster strudels. How do I feel about toaster strudels? I feel like they're like this dessert that's sort of like, it's like almost good, you know? Make the 4 toaster strudels with coffee. 4 of them? That's a lot, man. That's a stomach ache with the coffee. You gonna get those Pikachu Gengar Chinese packs? Yes. By the way, when do those come out? Does anyone remember? I gotta remember when those come out. You know, I'm given a date for those and then I forget them. Here we are. They're probably coming out like right now, aren't they? Here we are. Here we are. Okay. Soon, I think. Yeah, soon. There's some excitement for that. They're probably going to be a little overpriced. Remember, if they just made that set, it's probably printed to the moon. And so, you know, there's going to be scalper prices out the ass. I don't know how. Ooh, Master Ball Magikarp. Now, in this set, Master Balls actually mean something. They're hard to pull in this set. I wish all the Chinese sets were like that. But this is actually hard to pull in 151. So you just got a good card. Okay, Master Ball Magic Carp it is. Starmie. Vlutorb. What's the turnaround for TCC grading right now? Like a week, although I'm behind on NHCC's gradings. There are. Here's Mew. Chauncey. It's Chauncey. I need to pick like a day of the week where I always work on those. Ooh, look at that Vileplume. Very nice. Well, you got a Vileplume, you got a Magikarp, you got a little Gyarados. That's not the cool carp. Ew. Yeah, that's not the cool carp. Yuck. All right, very nice, very nice. Very good. It's a carp. It will fit in my binder. All right, look at that. Ooh, one Magikarp, one succulent Chinese meal. Right into Mr. Justin's bag. Let's see. Justin, did you not just ship? I can't remember. You have a bag, Justin? Justin's got a bag, right? Nope, Justin needs a new bag. Every time I eat rice, it causes mucosis. I wake up with the stuffy nose. What? You eat rice and it gives you a stuffy nose? I've never heard of that. Maybe you're eating bad rice. I don't know. I've never heard of that. Wow. Very American. Very sugar. Here's this. Going into here. Gotta wash the rice. Who here washes the rice? I never wash the rice. People wash the rice. Here you go, Justin. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it, man. Pretty much, the U.S. graders take around 2 months. I wash it, tastes better. Rice has tiny mites, usually. That's part of the flavor. You like eating grain mites? The grain mites are my favorite part. Well, you guys don't like flavor? There you go. You don't wash it? I've been eating rice since I was a kid. My family ate truckloads of rice. We never washed the rice, not even once. Not even one time. And I'm still here. I didn't die from it. Mr. Julio Oliveira, 1 box of Korean Nikke. If duplicate signature, please use this signature as a donation. Come on, Naga. 1 box of the new Hololive Curious set. Thank you as always. Come on, any of the white-haired talents. White-haired talents, huh? Okay, so let's go grab that. We need a box of... I should have just brought it in here at the start, shouldn't I? Come out of my room and that outdoor cat's running around. There we are. I got somebody else's cat, some outdoor cat running around in my house at night, in the middle of the night. I don't even know the guy. Kara's probably cuddling that cat in the bedroom or some crazy thing. Oh yeah. Look at that off-center melodic. That's really off-center. So, snipping these. There we go. New rice doesn't particularly need to be washed. It's tradition from the past because rice used to be dirty or contain other parts of the grain. Ah, I see. I see. Now we have new high quality rice. Okay. Okay, this is Nikke for Julio Oliveira. I do hope you pull a Naga duplicate. We've seen other duplicates in the case. Let's see what we get. The filth box. What? Did you just say the filth box? That's what I call my wife's trash can. All right, very nice. I've enjoyed this set. Mister, you know the cat's yours now. Yeah, actually, I don't know what to do about that, man. Another cat. Too much cat, man. All right. This cat's really, really nice to Karis. Is the cat trying to push the door open? I think the cat's trying to push the door open. They are. It's like creepy, like someone's trying to break into my room. Crazy. All right. Did you give away the Star Birth? We are giving it away. We're up to spot number 11. There you go. We gotta stretch it out for a while. The squishy hole. Isn't this the cat with mites? It would be fun to get a double signature. Yeah, so he's like an outdoor cat, and he could come in with like ticks. What? Oh. Here's this girl. She's crying. Holy. All right. There we go. Very natural figure on a woman. Natural. Average woman's body. Okay. Chibi girl. Chibi girl with doll. Crazy, crazy, insane. I don't know. What should I don't even know what to call it. That's crazy looking. Okay. There we go. That's the hub pregame card. Oh, okay. We've got this doggy girl. She just likes really big dogs. Wait. Do y'all wash your cats? Yeah, before we cook them, always wash them. You don't want any of those grain mites on them. This is a kind reminder to everyone that this is a no booting stream. I love the ladies' outfits in this set. Very demure. Very demure. All right, what do we got? We got fully dressed person. There's the crazy goop girl again. Oh, you get Helm, the blue-haired girl. Ah. Ta-da. That's not Naga. Here's this character. And this character with the tights. Very tight. This girl with the jacket. Okay, there's Chibi girl. Goopy girl. She's Goopy girl. That's what she is. Okay. That's the blue-haired girl. She's just taking a bath, but she's got clothing on. Okay. Cake girl or tray girl. I guess it's more like a tray. All right, and you got a full art of the Goopy girl. There it is. All right, very nice. We want the filth. This is my new favorite band, Cradle of Filth. Ta-da. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh. Ooh. Ow, my fingertips. Okay. I don't think I have a helm in the bag. Nice. All right. Well, you got one that you didn't have. Do-do-do-do-do, skip-a-dooby-dooby-doo. What is this kind of music, would you guys say? This is very Nintendo-style music. All right, very nice. Yeah, what's the genre of this music? I can't pinpoint it. Resist the goon. Mister about to put those fries in your bag. That's right. Miss Janice 1 Korean Nikkei box 10 151 Chinese 20 Pokey Shuffles. Damn, dude. Oh, hey, Janice likes having some fun, man. All right. 1, 2, 3. 20 of these. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, let's see if you get lucky. Oh. Oh, there's a lot of cold ones. Oh, there they are. 10 Umbreon and 2 live and another 2 live. Wow, that's good. Okay. So you're pulling 4 lives out in this Umbreon. We're going to need these. Wow. But mister, my other box. Oh, I haven't finished his order. I'm sorry. We got to go back and finish it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so it's really interesting that those live customers are right next to each other. Let's split them up. So they're split up now. Let's get that. Just give me a moment. Let's get this done. We're already halfway through. Gotta see this to the end for a moment. So this is 059 Umbreon. Oh, this one. Ah, the 059 Umbreon. So that's from, this is actually from Prismatic. That's a Prismatic reverse hollow Umbreon. Okay, lovely. Oh, used to say Team Rocket Grunt. He had me put it on commission, and I ended up being the buyer. Put it in here. Jay, never apologize. Sorry for the inconvenience. How could you do this to us? You know what's sad? If the other guy, the Steve Gonzalez, if he had been more active, I would have caught the two names. I bet you I would have caught it. So the next thing we have to do is the -5 over here. So this is now a -5. So this was originally a $70 PSA 9 Ride-On Prism from the Rare Merlin set. Now it's down to 50. That's fun, isn't it? Okay, now on top of that, we got to pull 4 live customs. So this is where most of the money is. Right here, you ready? 4 live customs, which is about $80, isn't it? We got 1. Oh, yeah, there you go. No problem. 2, 3, and 4. Whew. That's nice, isn't it? That's real nice. What do we got? 081 Espeon 10. That's not it. Oh, very interesting. That's alternative art Korean Espeon. Ooh. All right. Tossing this over here. Oh, so nice. Miss Janice. Steven. So you pick up an Umbreon and an Espeon. That's pretty cool. Is there a 2 live in the live customs? No, but it would be interesting if the live customs had something like that. Although I think they do kind of have something like that. So before we finish this, Janice, let's go right back. Mr. Julio wanted a box of Korean Nikke and 1 box of the new Hololive. Now, I didn't open that for him. Let me get that for him. This is the new Hololive. Hololive Curious Universe. Curious Universe, everybody. That's the new set. Okay. All right. Oh. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh. Let's go ahead and snip this. Ready? And snipping this. Snip. Okay. And we'll snip this. All right. And oops, and we'll snip this as well. Okay. Whew. Looking for Reen. What do we got? Oh, that's a fancy one. How do I? Okay, so that one says RR. Like a pirate. R. RR. Okay. And that's a doll. I recognize that one. Here's this girl. That's just a regular R. This one's an S. Okay, girl in the blue outfit. Blue hair girl with the oh, here we go. So this is probably your valuable one. That's an OSR, and it's all fancy hollow, borderless. Okay, very nice. She's on the cover. Okay, here's the hollow. Jay says, yay! That's a good one? I think you got a good one. I know there's signatures in this set to pull, so that's probably the top thing to pull, right? If you had a binder of only one card that could only be common or uncommon, what would you collect? I don't know. Here's this girl, and this girl. And finally... Oh, I think the cat's scratching at my door to get in. Hold on, let me see. No, if I let the cat in, he's going to try and climb up on my lap. He's going to try to climb on my lap. That's the problem. He can hear me talking. That's the thing. And he's probably like, you're awake. Come hang out with me. Pikachu base set. All right, so there we go. That is a lot of Hololive girls. Could you guys hear that noise? There it is. He's scratching at the door. A nice variety. He might be trying to get your attention to go outside. Show the cat, please. I doubt that. He doesn't like to go outside. He actually complains. So he complains if you put him outside. Probably because it's all humid and nasty out there, man. Mosquitoes. There it is. I wouldn't go outside all day long either. Here we are. All right. Very nice. And then he just stands at the door and he goes, meow, meow, meow. He just meows until you let him back in. So that's Mr. Julio. Ta-da. Just throw an energy card at it and say it's your turn. You prefer cats. Do I prefer cats? I've said this before. My real preference probably is just no pets. I really like a no pets kind of situation. I like things to be clean and I like it to be real quiet. Like clean and quiet. And we had just gotten rid of our cats. This cat's an interesting option, though. You know, what's interesting about him is he does hang out for a little while, and then he just bops off, right? So that's kind of actually, maybe that's kind of a mix of two good worlds, because you get to see a cat for a minute, and then the cat's gone later, and the house is empty. So that's nice. All right, let's slap the cat away. Ticks are extra. Yeah, if you get a tick, you got to pay extra for it. It's a lucky tick. So, back to Miss Janice 10 of the 151 Chinese. I gotta get more Chinese. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 Poke Shuffles again. And 1 box of the Nikke Korean. So, that's the last sealed box of the Korean Nikke. And after that, we've got this thing, this crazy thing. See this crazy stuffed box? I think this box might have 2 signatures in it. It's a combination of 2 boxes. I don't think we pulled the signature. It's either got 1 or it's got 2. So we need a Korean Nikke box, which is right behind me. Do I have any other Korean Nikke boxes? I'm really impressed. All the Korean Nikke boxes sold. That was very popular. You know, I think people enjoy the Nikke sets, but they don't want to pay like $8 per pack like the Weiss set. We better reinvestigate the price on the Weiss set, see if it's gone down much. Sometimes prices are really hot and then they cool off because people stop buying. My neighbor's cat used to keep the mice out of my barn. Some a-hole ran him over and Brisky was smart enough to mind the road. Someone swerved to hit him and I found him. Oh, you think that the person swerved to hit the cat? You never know. Although, you know, Karis has talked about that too. She's talked about how she's nervous the cat will get ran over. Because there's a lot of, especially right now, there's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of families out here who have a lot of people come over for the weekend, and for especially 4th of July is about to get real crazy out here in Lake of the Ozarks. Best time to visit, by the way. 4th of July weekend is so good. So many boats on the water. The water's nice and warm. Fireworks everywhere. Everyone's got $1 million of fireworks. You know, it's kind of rural. It's kind of countryside, so fireworks are very... you can shoot fireworks off year-round out here. There's, like, permanent fireworks stores. And, yeah, it's real fun. The water's just so warm. It's unbeatable. There we are. Oh, the sun's coming up. What? The sun's coming up? It's 5:20, everybody. It's 5:20. How's it already 5:20? Oh, my God. We opened cards the whole night again. How does this keep happening? How does this keep happening? I looked outside and I saw the silhouette of the trees. All right, here goes. So this is the last sealed box of Nikke, but not the last group of packs. Let's see what we got. We got the bunny. Funny how fast the time goes when you're talking. Yes. Skinny girl. Cake. No, platter girl. Not necessarily a cake in there. It just looks like it would be a cake. I think that's a cake, probably. Okay. Here's Naga. She's got some fireworks in the background. But that's not the signature Naga. Okay. Here's this. No Diddy. Double Diddy. No! It's a cat inside of here? Oh my gosh, the cat made it in here. The cat pushed my door open and now he's in the room. He probably doesn't even know how to get over here. Oh my God, he's in the room. I don't know what to do. So much for keeping him out. I must not have closed my door all the way and he managed to push it open. We are. I got to talk quieter now if the door is open because I don't wake up cares. He's exploring the room. All right, let's get this. Time to slab the cat. It's cat burglary. Put him on the table and we shall bid. Here we are. Okay, we'll put this over here. In the past, I had really strict rules that the other cats weren't allowed in this room because they were like too dirty. Here we are. It's kind of funny seeing him wander around, but we're gonna have to get him out eventually. All right, let's focus on this because we haven't pulled the signature. Signature coming real soon. I got to close the door in a minute and then I'll be able to be loud again. Okay, belly button girl. Okay, see, it's a duplicate of Helm. How about a duplicate of Naga? So I told you guys the set does do duplicates. I was right about that, but duplicate Naga did not pop out. Weird. Maybe it's in that last box. It's possible. Like I said, it's possible. We don't know, but it's possible. It's clearly possible. But, so this one right here. Maybe there's a Naga in here. I'm not sure. All right. What's he doing? He's exploring the room. He's not even climbing on my lap. He must be very curious. Grab this. Okay. Glad I got my home, says J. Oliver. Ba-doop. And we'll grab this. Now, you need some more of these 151 Chinese. There's 5 of them here, and you ordered a total of 10 of them. So I have to go get 5 more. So let me go grab a fresh box. Those cards wanted to tip over. Let me go grab a fresh box. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's still in the room. He's hiding around in the room, man. So funny. All right. Guess the giveaway is Andy. There it goes. Say his name. I pulled a sign last week here. A sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Okay. All right. Good. Start snipping these. And we'll snip this as well. Very nice. Okay. Swore Mr. got one also. I applied for a new job. I'm confident but curious as to your advice on dealing with rejection in a worst case scenario. Oh, I don't know. Dealing with rejection? On a job? I think when you're applying for jobs, it's very natural to be rejected. Most people get rejected, so yeah, if I get rejected for a job, I don't think about it at all. Here's Venusaur. Ooh, it's not like getting rejected by a girl who says, well, you look funny and you're stupid. Also, you're ugly. But yeah, if you get rejected from a job, they're just not looking for you. They're looking for something else. Here's Dodrio. I mean, what I would probably do is just keep trying. You know, when I applied for Coca-Cola, they didn't hire me right away. They interviewed me, and then they said, well, thanks for interviewing, but we don't want you. I said, all right. And then I worked, it was like 6 months at Sam's Club, because Sam's Club did want me. I was working at Sam's Club, and they called me back. Coca-Cola called me back like 6 months later, and they said, hey, so what do you think of this job? I was like, I'm still kind of interested. And, oh, is that the cat? And then I told them, I was telling them that I learned a new forklift, and they're like, oh, you know, a new forklift. And they're like, all right, come back in. And so they ended up giving me a job at that point, but that was 6 months after I interviewed. All right, Steven Gonzalez. Yeah, there's rejection, and then there's job rejection. Job rejection, that never bothered me. I've had that happen many times. Nothing to think about at all. I had a couple places reject me when I was applying for work while I was in college. I had one interview that I thought went very, very well, and I felt like I was probably going to get a job with them, and then they just never called me back. They like ghosted me. It's Mr. Larry Ellis, a box of the new Hololive. You got it. And this will be the last order tonight, I believe, because it is the sun coming up. It's 5:30 right now. Larry Ellis, last order of the night. There we go. If rejected, still send a thanks for the interviewer applicant. Sure. Or you could just tell them, you know, you rejected me this time, but I'm very interested in this job. Contact me if you have an opening. Jobs are rigged, says Charles Black. Yeah, it's competitive out there, you know. It's called a labor market. You ever think about that term, labor market? That's because the person who is producing goods or services, they're shopping. They're shopping for a worker. They're saying, who will do a great job, and we can, you know, you're in a contract with them. So they're, just like when you're having a repair done to your home, you shop around for labor. You're checking the labor market. You have a couple people quote you a price. Hey, we'll paint your walls for this much. But you don't go with them right away. You look for a couple people. And then after you've gotten a couple people, you go, okay, I think this one over here is the best one. Oh, there he is. All right. I'm a little nervous. I want to run you over. That is so funny, dude. He is sniffing everything right now. Cat's under the table. All right. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. And a hollow. I'll de-smoke your rental for $6K, mister. Oh my God, he scares me because he has sharp claws. Okay, you can't do that. The kitty pulled down the baggie that has everyone's pulls in it. Oh my God, dude. That's the bag of cold pulls from the brakes. What are you doing, kitty? Oh my gosh, he's climbing in the slab box. Oh my God, dude. All right. We better wrap up because I'll help him get out of here. I'll go get some food out and he'll be like, oh, we are. Give me the hits. Okay, here's this. So you've got Iris, is that right? SR. Oh, SR, I see. Okay, and that's a double R. Here's a double R. White-haired girl. I assume the top pull in this set is a big signature, right? That's what you're all... Ooh, look at that. This one is an OSR. All right, so an OSR. Y'all are great. I appreciate everyone encouragement and suggestions. Yeah, I'd say if you missed the job interview or the job offer or whatever, just go for the next one. Yeah, it's definitely just a numbers game. All right. Very good. Good. It's definitely a competition, though. That's the way I would think about it. I would think of it as a competition. I've done something in my life that I'd never done before, and that is I've actually had to review people's resumes in order to decide... Is that the cat? In order to decide who to hire. I've had to do that before now. And I feel like it was a really eye-opening moment because I learned so much about good and bad resumes. Usually you're just the one submitting the resume, but actually being the one to have to read it over and think about what's going on in the head of the person who wrote the resume, it gives you this entirely different perspective. Ooh. All right. Ta-da! That's Larry Ellis. Mr. Larry. Let's see. Employers are definitely not just looking for somebody who's just looking for money. They're looking for people who are like going to be really competitive teammates. You know, imagine you're playing Destiny and you're trying to do a raid, the hardest thing in the whole game, and you got to put together a team of 6 people. And when you're putting that team together, you're not looking for the guy who's looking to get carried. You're looking for a guy who's going to, you know, carry everyone else. You're looking for the best guy. Larry, we just had your back. Oh, because you're probably in box number 4, right? That's right. We did that. We did that last time. No, you're not in box number 4. So what did we do? We changed our mind and put you in box number 3? Is that what we did? Oh my God, I'm going to go absolutely crazy. Now you're not in box number 4 or 3. What have I done? Why is your bag so evasive? Here it is. You were in box number 3. I found you. There we go. We slabbing the cat off tomorrow. Where is he? I'll show him off if he came over here, but he's not coming over here. Oh, there he is. Wow, he knew I was like communicating to him. Where are you, kitty? You want to be shown off? Oh. Come here. Come here. Nope. He's not interested. All right. Well, I will have to show him off another time if he somehow slips into this room again. Probably not. He's really cute. Actually, I can show him like that. Hold on. Wait a second. Okay, you ready? There he is. Oh, and he just stood up. All right. So there you go. You got a tiny glimpse of the cat. He is our neighbor's outdoor cat. He was clearly a former indoor cat because we poured him a fresh kitty box, litter box, right? Instantly used it. You knew how to use it right away. So he was definitely raised indoors as a kitten. That's our suspicion. And then we don't know how they acquired him, but they decided he'd be an outdoor cat. What are you doing over there? Oh. What's going on over here? Oh, I hope he doesn't try to climb those shelves. He's not coming back in here, so this is his one time in here. Oh, don't climb up there. Don't. All right, so I'll get him out of here. You can climb back down? Come on. This cat will actually just lay on Karis for like 8 hours and sleep. It's really crazy how much he sleeps. And so she really likes him for that. And then he goes back outdoors. Ooh, do not jump on anything. He looks like he wants to climb stuff. I'm going to go ahead and hang up, guys. See you later, everybody. See you later.